And welcome to a Crusade of Thorns, Camarilla, a special episode with some dear friends from elsewhere across the Vampireverse with us tonight. And so we are having a very special episode as two of our Camarilla players were out for the evening doing other stuffs, one of them being incredibly bored in Las Vegas, it turns out, which I don't know how that can happen, but there it is. We are incredibly excited to have everyone who's with us tonight. I have a few announcements to start with, and then we'll say hi to everyone, we'll do a quick recap, and we'll get started. So first...
Hey,
what?
You misspelled my Twitter handle.
Oh, whatever. Of course I did, because your Twitter handle is nonsense. It is nonsense. It's just a bunch of... Yeah, his Twitter handle's wrong. It's just not right, and everyone will deal with that. There you go. Okay, first announcement. Remember, tonight we are raising money for Rainbow Railroad. Rainbow Railroad helps LGBT communities in crisis around the world get out of those places of crisis to somewhere where they can live and not be persecuted. And we think that's really important, and we hope you do too. So if you do, please click on the link below, and you can directly donate to them without going through us in any way, which we also think is important because we should not have to touch your money for you to do charity. That's weird to me. So go, click on the link if you believe they're also an important organization for us as a gaming community to be supported. If not, that's cool. Just don't click on it. Whatever. We love you either way. Next up, of course, our three amazing sponsors. First of all, Tabletop Loot, providing you fine tabletop loot, mainly dice, across the Gamerverse since 1864. So go check them out at tabletoploot.com. Sure. Next up, Devon Rue, America's oldest map-making company. I'm just making shit up as we go along now. An amazing supporter from the beginning of the stream, almost a year ago at this point. We've been going for a long time. That's crazy, right? And check her out at rueinc.com for your amazing map and other awesome, just gorgeous, creative things now that she has like a 3D printer thing needs. And last but not least, of course, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is So Maddie Games' awesome nerd shop where you can find all sorts of WTTP merch, including shit from this game right here. And if you use the code WELCOME in all caps, you too can get a Crusade of Thorns t-shirt. I'm working on a Dalewood Oleomargarine t-shirt. I just have to make sure it's legal first. I don't know if I have to do a reverse trademark search to see if anyone still holds it, and I'm lazy. Or maybe I could just ask one of these fine people here to do a reverse trademark search for me, if you want to. We'll see. We'll try and find it, and if so, we will have a Dalewood Oleomargarine t-shirt, and that will be amazing. Any other things? There will be no Welcome to Coda Set after game tonight, so we'll just go until we go. Maybe a short game and maybe a long game. This is a very specific scenario that I whipped up for this specific group of people this evening, so I think it'll be fun. But speaking of... He did! Speaking of all these wonderful human beings you see around me, let's go around and say hi to everyone, starting with my storyteller in crime, right here. Just kind of there, and actually also right there, like, lives, like, that way from me. Yeah, you're just bad with the camera right now. It's cool, Zed! I'll fix it.
Okay. Khajiit has wares for sale.
Hi. Wares for sale.
He said we were from elsewhere. So,
I did.
I am Zed, or ZX on Twitter. I run the Sabater Day game, and we have been
I really wish it was on Sunday so we could call it Sabunday.
We've been having, well, I always think it's appropriate that we have the Sabbat on the Sabbath. So, yeah, right? But, yeah, so we've been having a lot of good funsies over there, and you should check it out if you don't mind a little bit of gore, maybe, and some other stuff. Yeah, we get into it. But yeah, come on by, check it out. Also, in a few months' time, I'll be bringing back some sort of incarnation of new to the party. Shakes and Cubit and Moogs and Wiley and Jade are all chomping at the bit and getting ready, and it's going to be something having to do.
Wait,
I'm pretty excited. We're definitely going to be on the plane of Ravnica. So I'll be giving you guys updates about that once we get closer.
Motherfucking Ravnica! I want to play in that game. Can I play in that game? I just want to. I'm not new. I'm also not new to magic, really. But whatever. Let's go to Nerdy. Hi, Nerdy.
I don't know if you're cool enough.
I'm not cool enough. Confirmed.
Hi, yeah. Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy. Find me here 3 times a week, and I am playing Celine, the Toreador club owner tonight.
Yeah, you are. Anything else? Any thoughts? Reflections? Just drinking some stuff? Cool. No, don't worry about it. I'm just going to talk to you with your mouth full. It's okay. It's what I do. It's how I roll. It's cool. No?
No, I'm
nothing. Okay. Kevin.
Hi, I'm Kevin Myers, based on Kevin on the Twitter. I will be playing Calvin, your venture producer and financier. Yeah.
Nice. Hello. Jack.
Hey everybody, I'm Capjack, or at Captain J. Carlos on the Twitters, and tonight I will be playing Ivan, your resident Sabbat priest at large. This will be interesting.
Yes, we have a Sabbat in the house. It's going to be amazing. And last but not least, Leona.
Hi, I'm the Lady Bedlam. You can find me online at the Lady Bedlam on Twitter, and you can call me Leona. I am Audra, our resident Ventru enforcer, and I'm terrified. I've been getting lots of people going, ha ha ha, evil shit's gonna happen, so I'm scared.
All right. Who wants to tell me what happened last week? In less than 2 minutes! For the love of God, y'all can go on about it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, this is the cam game, so let me guess.
I
had a meeting, and then there was another meeting, and then they had a meeting about a meeting.
Oh my God.
Oh, I skipped all the meetings last time. It's just we get a lot of shit done.
And then there was hand-wringing about feeding for mortals, and woe is me, my eternal existence is so sad and terrible, and it's just the worst.
Actually, there hasn't been much of that at all.
Yeah.
My recollection, honestly, of the last stream, to help sort of spur you along, is that you guys did get a lot of cool shit done. I'm pretty sure you had a run-in with somebody.
We sure did. Can I fill everyone in? Last episode, we had started out at Long Beach. We were on the docks. And then while we were there, we came across a bunch of men in black. Awfully mysterious. Are you timing me? Oh my God.
Yes, with my no watch. I am timing you with this lack of watch right here.
Beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, there was a lot of men in black there. It was a whole shit show. Calvin nearly died. We killed one, a bunch of that stuff. And then we ran away because it was real bad. Our escort Lola completely disappeared. So Audra called Special Agent Von Lindy and gave them hell because what the fuck was all of that? Calvin carried with him a statue that made him very sad. It was really weird. He still has the statue. It's being covered by a blanket in the library. The next day, there was a bunch of Scooby-Dooing. The group split up. Silas, Alexander, and Celine went to visit a flower shop that was a lead that Calvin wanted looked into. And Calvin and Audra went to go talk to Ming. But first, Calvin decided to yell at Audra, and the two of them made a deal. And then after that, they went to go and talk to Ming. Ming gave them a box with a dragon in it, ashes of a dragon in it, as well as a manila envelope with interesting information that we're going to find out what's in there. And I think that's about it. How'd I do?
I actually think you did that in 2 minutes flat. You did. There was a manila envelope. I'm sorry, what?
There was an envelope wrapped in twine from Ming. She was given to Calvin, I believe.
No, it was given to Audra with the box.
It would be very interesting for our sheriff to see this, we were told repeatedly.
Oh, interesting.
And there's no way in hell we're not opening and reading that.
Yeah. So, hey, Death by Mage. We didn't actually talk about the vanilla envelope, and this is what I get for not. But this is why we have 4 storytellers, because we all have each other's backs. So if you just want to type real quick in ST chat what might be in there for me, that would be good. Just put it in chat, and that would be fine. And so we meet our group the next evening, right? Because it was getting close to dawn that last night, wasn't it? Or was it not? Or was it? Oh no, it was early because you did early investigation stuff and then moved back. So it's right around 11:30 at night. You've had an interesting beginning of the evening, having talked to Ming and gone to investigate some stuff. Silas and Alexander have actually gone off to go check out some more information about the Book of Nod. So I'm going to give them some stuff to do while they're in downtime. Because I felt like Alexander would want to investigate that anyways. And so the three of you sitting around within the VND Oro, as a reminder, it is still under martial law. At this point, just as a historical note, martial law has lasted longer than it did historically. It's an extra night so far because there was an explosion that you heard about. Kind of down Malibu way at a place called the Glass Slipper. It was actually earlier this evening you heard a report about it. So that was just on the news. And this has kind of set off more emergency alarms. They're blaming it on Zoot Suiters. There's increased police presence within East LA. There are police roundups happening. It's not a good situation. And it just seems to be getting worse for the African American Latino populations right now in Los Angeles. But with that, we meet you in an entirely empty VND Oro, your club in downtown Los Angeles. And I'm going to pass it over to you to start.
Do you two have anything you need to talk about? I look over at Audra.
Yes. Celine, can I talk to you?
Yes, of course.
I wanted to apologize. I want to support you in being keeper, and I'm sorry that I threw my hat in the ring. I should have been smarter and kept my mouth shut. To make that up to you, I would like to offer you my resources and my help. I want to help you put together the best proposal, and that way you can be keeper.
Okay, what are you two up to?
Making you as powerful as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're powerful, we are powerful.
Okay.
Thank you, Remy.
Got power.
All of us.
And at
could
any
go
point,
out
you
there-
can feel free to open the envelope now.
All of us could go out there alone and do things, but like, we're here together. Let's work together. Speaking of which, me and Audra were handed an envelope that we were told should go to the sheriff, who is insane. So we're going to see what's in it first.
Mm-hmm. But
Thank-
Celine,
All right.
Celine, do you accept? I am
Yes.
sorry.
I'll accept.
Thank you.
As you open the envelope, there are a number of pictures. And there are a number of what look to be kind of intelligence reports. It looks like anarchs have been meeting in the Pearl. Some of these anarchs have been talking about rebelling against the city. It seems that they're led by possibly Jamie Chen, possibly Jeremy McNeil in some way, although there's no direct evidence pointing to him. He has always been considered a rabble-rouser. But it looks like something is being prepared. And this evidence comes to you directly from Ming's own intelligence network, so you can choose to take it or leave it however you want. But this was the payment. Proof that the Anarchs are planning a revolt.
Now, as this comes from Ming, I'm wondering how much more could be here. I don't know what chaos would bring Ming, but there's a lot of pictures of Jeremy Chen, right?
Yeah, there are some pictures of Jeremy Chen,
Would
which
he be a person I know?
you would absolutely know him, especially you specifically, because you are closer with Silas, I think, than anyone else in the coterie. Jamie Chen is Silas's sire.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he would have ever mentioned that to us, to be honest.
Okay, so
I'll leave
if
it to
you,
him later. But I know
Yeah.
a lot of politics, so
yeah, well, you know him to be one of, there are like 4 pillars of Anarch society. There is Jeremy McNeil. There is Smiling Jack, who isn't really so much a pillar as like a ticking stick of dynamite. Then there is Salvador Garcia, and then Jamie Chen, who are kind of like the four primary movers within the Anarch movement within the city, around whom it is likely a movement could calcify.
But why would they? I'm saying this out loud as I point out who these people are in the pictures. I'm like, but why would they do this in the Pearl? Ming's selling them out, but what does Ming get out of that?
Make a politics check.
Where is it? There it is. Politics, intelligence or wits?
It'll be wits.
Okay. What do I got? 4 successes.
So it's easy enough for you to recall, having been in the city for a while, that the Pearl acts as kind of a neutral ground and has until recently been a trusted place where people felt like they could go talk without concern.
Well, that also informs us that we cannot regard the Pearl as a neutral ground. That's information Ming might not have intended.
A place you can speak easily, perhaps?
Oh, I sense a pun.
No.
That was it.
Thank you, bartender.
Y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not going. No, this is not going to our sheriff. We need to talk to Leo.
Ring.
The phone?
The phone, yeah.
I'll get it.
Why?
Because it's ringing.
Where's Ignis?
Didn't make it into work today.
Where is? Oh god.
Fine, get it, please.
Okay, I will get the phone.
Yeah, hi, is this is Sydney for Calvin.
One moment, and I'll call Calvin over. Calvin, it's for you. It's Sydney.
Excellent, thank you. Hello, Sydney. No.
Hey! Yeah, hello, Sydney! Hey!
Yes.
So I just got a call from one of the Prince's people. It seems that there is some sort of parlay that's going to happen between a number of different factions. That's all she was willing to say over the phone. At Lot 15, RKO Studios at midnight, and was hoping your coterie could go as spokespeople for Camarilla.
Really?
Yes.
This is amazing. Thank you. I know they've been appreciative of work.
Yes.
And
It said you will meet a ghoul at the front door who will take you to a secure office and to wait there for the meeting to begin.
All right.
It is a heavily secured site. Apparently these negotiations have been going on for about a week or two.
Excellent.
Ivan, you get the same thing, essentially.
Yes, thank you very much, Sydney. That's amazing. I'd say send a car, but yeah, send a car.
I'm right on it, sir.
You're amazing, Sydney. Thank you.
You're amazing, sir.
Oh, and have you had any luck running those phone numbers through our personal database from the club that we purchased?
Yes, I
Any
have.
big names?
I would prefer to tell you in person, if that's all right, sir. There are some big names there, but it seems, given the current climate, unwise to talk about it over the phone.
I trust your judgment on this.
Excellent.
All right, have a great evening and rest well.
Yes, I'm sorry I couldn't make it into the office tonight, sir. They're not letting anybody in or out of downtown.
I do not blame you.
I'm sure Michael will get you through.
Thank you.
Thank you. Click.
Group, we've been requested to go represent the Camarilla in a negotiation.
What kind of negotiation?
It's a parlay more than a negotiation. Let me be specific. So obviously, Sydney did not say whether it was the Anarchs or not. I'm going to assume it was. Hopefully, there's no other faction. Audra, please be well armed.
Of course.
I don't feel the need to bring the Tommy gun, but yes, let's go.
And Audra will tuck away that dragon box that she's been holding on
yes.
to, and she'll just tuck it away for now, and we'll deal with it later, kind of a thing. Because this would take priority.
Okay.
We'll find out later.
I will actually bring the envelope with us, leaving. I will take half the certain photographs, but not all of them.
Okay.
I don't want the whole envelope to come with me. I only want most of it.
You want insurance at home and proof with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense to me. So you guys are heading to RKO Studios.
Oh, RKO. I have a interesting relationship with people here.
You do.
He's
It's
no
Michael,
longer
right?
with-
Michael.
It's Bruce generally, but if they sent.
Oh, Bruce. No, it's Bruce. You're right. It's Bruce. So Bruce will pop in and be like, "I've got the car, so I found a way that I think we can make it through to get to wherever you need to go outside of downtown here."
All right. This is generally what we have Silas for. Yes, Bruce, I trust your judgment on this.
Yeah, I think I can run us a blockade. It'll be great.
I've heard blockades have been being run lately.
So, do you guys have any additional business you want to take care of at the club before you leave?
If you two wanted to discuss the box first, that's up to you.
What's in the box?
I'm dying to know. Celine, I think you might be able to help me with this. And she'll
Okay.
show Celine the box. Ming said it has the ashes of a dragon in there. I'm highly suspicious. That doesn't make sense.
Can I make an occult roll there to see what I know?
Yes, you may.
Intelligence or wits?
Wits and occult, please. They're definitely ashes, and you're pretty sure they're not. You're pretty sure they're magically inert.
They don't seem to be anything to me, but perhaps Alexander would be. No.
But make is a wits perception test as you're looking through it. There's a ring at the bottom of the ashes. And you swear to God you've seen it somewhere before, but you can't figure out where.
Now, this is interesting. Seems familiar, but I'm not quite sure. Perhaps when Alexander gets back, he can help us.
I agree. It sounds best to keep it for Alexander. I'll make sure it's somewhere safe.
Yeah, you should probably put it somewhere where it can't, I don't know what Ming can do, overhear us. I don't know.
Yeah, Audra, make
All Ming's gifts are traps.
Do you have any dots in occult, Audra?
I have 1 dot in occult.
Make an occult intelligence check.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
You just failed. It's fine. Nope, nothing. You're not sure. It's not. It's ashes in a ring to you.
Okie dokies. Perhaps I'll put it next to the statue in the library.
Perhaps we should keep the magical objects away from each other.
True. Okay, I'll put it somewhere
Important
else.
safety tip: don't cross the streams. Right.
Yeah. No. Okay. She'll put it somewhere else, like a safe. I'm sure they
Okay.
have a safe.
Sweet. And unless there's any other business, you all hop in the stretch limo and make your way through downtown. Bruce takes some interesting back roads and actually takes you out through Skid Row. there had been some rioting over that way, and it looks like the police had been chasing some folk, and it left a couple of avenues out of downtown open. And he is able to, at a couple of times, he had to like run silent essentially and turn off his lights and like go park in an alley as a cop car went by, and then pull back out again and keep moving. It took you an extra maybe 20-25 minutes to get out of downtown because of it, but once you do, you're well on your way. And you make your way up through the Hollywood Hills, passing the Hollywood Lance sign, over the hills and into Burbank, where you get to RKO Studios. As you pull up to the entrance, there is an incredibly happy-looking guard who is waiting for you at the kind of push gate that's there, right? It's got the little white, like, guard box, and there's a little gate. He goes, hello. Are you the folks who were requested for the Wink Wink special meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. You're at lot 15. Please park your car at lot 10 and walk the rest of the way.
Now, would that be abnormal?
This is for security purposes, sir.
I'm asking in, like, normal movie studios.
Oh, no.
Okay.
This is probably, yeah, you don't know. Yeah, it's not like you wouldn't park in another lot. You would just kind of, normally you would literally just park up front and then walk back to wherever you were going. And you can choose to do that instead if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to have him drop us off at lot 15 and then park in area 10.
I can do that for you, sir.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. As you get dropped off in front of lot 15, there's an attendant standing there in a very nice suit. And he'll walk up to the car and open the door for you and go, I'm sorry, are you the Ivory Tower delegation?
Yes.
Excellent. Follow me, please, and I will take you in for the meeting.
Okay. I follow.
All right, he takes you into the studio. So this RKO studio is very much like the Warner Brothers studios you were in that it starts with offices. And as you go through kind of like these drab, kind of light blue, kind of like ship gray hallways with like windowless like doors on either side of you, you make your way through the first main set of doors. He opens up the double doors that normally both Calvin and Celine, being having spent a lot of time in movie studios, know that these are the normal sort of doors they would have between the studio and the office area. But when he opens the doors, it ends up being extra hallway, at the end of which is a single double door. And this is the same thing, Ivan, you saw when you walked in. You were greeted similarly. You were brought similarly to the same place and had arrived before them. They were late because of downtown. And he takes you into, he opens the door at the end, and he shows you in, and he goes, here's a delegation from the Sword. Please have a seat. And the other delegation will be meeting shortly. There will be an agenda provided soon. And we hoped that this discussion comes to great fruition. And he will close the door as you enter. And all three of you, please make a wits awareness test. The door locks, Calvin.
Yes.
And anybody who scored at least 3 successes knows the door locked. But Calvin, on the critical hit, you also know something else before you go. You know, you've been on a lot of movie sets, and you can hear it when pulleys are moving up in the, up in the rafters, and you hear as if pulleys are moving something.
I'll look directly up.
Mm-hmm. There is a ceiling.
I will move my chair 3 feet to the left.
Okay. And sitting in the room as this happens, and Ivan, you too can feel free to make, now that you are here as well, make a wits awareness test. You did not hear. Yeah. So the only person who knows this until he chooses to communicate it. But you're now in this room with this stranger. a person you've never seen before. So, Ivan, why don't you go ahead and describe yourself?
So before you is a generally nondescript looking person, like brown hair, clean shaven, wearing all black, but you notice a white priest's collar, and they're kind of fidgeting with a rosary. As you come in, she looks up and says, "Well, hello there."
Hello. Calvin pulls out a little notebook. Calvin is for those of you who might not be with us every week, Calvin is an extremely attractive man, about 6 feet, bald, this face, a little belly on him, but dressed very nicely, and pulls out a notebook and starts just writing in it. It says nothing else to this gentleman.
Well, that's interesting. And who might the rest of you be?
Audra is a compact, about 5-foot woman. Brown skin, brown hair, longer hair, kind of like this. She is carrying a cane with her. Not much else about her. She's got some pearls on and a dress, but that's about it, and her gloves. And she says nothing. She just takes a seat next to Calvin.
Yeah.
Celine is stunning and tall. Like, I believe I have her down in my notes as 6'3".
Oh, Jesus.
She's tall. She's always wearing a fancy dress of some sort, and tonight's no different. Long black hair, always going a little bit extra to be pretty, even though she doesn't need to. And she doesn't say anything either because she's very distrustful at the moment.
I will show on my notebook. I will show that I've written door locked on my notebook to Audra.
I will be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay, we may need to hold. The one thing, Calvin, because of the crit, I'm going to give you some additional information.
Yes.
About 40 seconds after you heard the pulley start moving, you heard things. You know when like a set is being dropped, right? And it kind of goes foot. That is the sound you hear outside of the room. As if things are like being pulleyed down into place.
And where are we in relation to the exterior of the studio?
You are pretty much in the middle of the studio right now. Mm-hmm. If there was a galactic center of the universe, you are at a point nearest to.
All right, sorry about that.
You're good.
This appears to be a more active workspace than I had imagined they might have us in.
Certainly intriguing.
Oh, so now they're talking?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh.
To ourselves.
Well, I say that out loud so that everyone can hear it. How many chairs are there?
There are 4 more chairs sitting around this table.
I wonder, do you know who organized this initial meeting?
Oh, are
I
you
say
speaking
over to
me
Ivan.
now?
I'm sorry.
Well, usually we do introductions first, but it's unfortunate that manners don't seem to benefit the tower very much. You may call me the Cuckoo.
The Cuckoo. I am Miles.
And I am
Pleasure to meet you.
My name is Audrey.
Celine.
Can I do a check to see if they're lying?
Yeah, it would be, well, hang on, let me pull up a character sheet. It's wits, empathy, something.
Isn't it insight?
It's insight. It is indeed
subterfuge.
wits insight.
Yeah,
And if you
contested
are
wit.
lying, and only one of you is actually
Persuasion
lying,
subterfuge.
you may indeed, of course, roll
I mean, I did go by the name of Miles for several
manipulation
decades.
subterfuge.
I mean, I'm technically lying.
If you are lying, roll manipulation subterfuge.
There we go.
Huge.
It is not a bestial failure. You got successes. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so the one who called herself Aubrey, I think, or Audrey, is lying.
Really? We're going to start off with lies. That's unfortunate.
Many things about this meeting are unfortunate.
Hmm.
And then you hear, as you say that, over the loudspeaker that's in the room. I don't know. You're muted, Zed. If you're trying to talk.
No, I was being quiet. I was saying, put me in, coach.
Okay. You hear over the loudspeakers, someone start an announcement. And I threw it to Zed for that, I think, unless you want me to do it.
Oh, I wasn't going to be a loudspeaker. It was going to be in person, if that's all right.
Yes. Okay. So as this happens, you feel this whoosh of air as the room you're in literally sweeps up into the rafters, and you are surrounded on four sides by up to about 25 feet of what looks like this incredibly thick glass, standing off one end, the end that, so like if the entrance to the studio area is behind you, in front of you is this thick, velvety red curtain. And it begins to open.
Out walks a man who is about 5'10". He's rail thin, wearing a powder pink suit with a bolo tie and cowboy boots. The bolo tie has a piece of blue, like sky blue stone in it. And he steps up to a microphone that is standing there. And he says, "Well, hello there, friends. My name here is Emmet. Emmet Stubbs. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I apologize. This is my first time here on a game show, but I am here to bring you guys up to speed a little bit and just to welcome you to the show. So stay strapped in, folks, because we got something really special for you coming up right about now. And by the way,
Keep going.
I'm pretty sure I hear the music. That's fantastic. So I'm just gonna let you guys know right now. You're all contestants. Each one of you walk away from here with fabulous cash and prizes. Oh yeah. Also, we might have some actress lady tied up in the back. All right, stick around.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to introduce you to me, Belmont Hubris, a man who needs no introduction because only I am good enough to introduce myself. Today's show, Belmont Hubris's Carnival of Slavings, is brought to you by Dalewood Oleomargarine, only the finest oleomargarine for your growing boy. It brings you 9,000 ABUs of vitamin A and, of course, 3,600 life-giving calories. So give it a spread, why don't you? And now, let's go to the show. And as he is giving this little soliloquy, yes?
The entire time that Belmont is introducing himself, Emmet is playing into the microphone off to the side of the stage a kazoo, like a wild kazoo chorus, like.
And as this is happening, there is a large sort of like golden staircase that's rolling in, and on the top of it is Belmont Hubris. On one side of him, looking completely like disheveled, ripped up, beat up, like her dress has been destroyed, is Vivian Lee. And she also looks like she's under the same sort of twilight drug that three of you recognize from a certain club. And then, on the other side, is Lily from Von Lindy's Cabal, not Lily. What was her name? Shoot, why did I say it wrong?
Lola.
Lola. Yeah, Lola.
Lola was a showgirl.
Yes.
Right.
He starts stepping down with these two women on his arms. And I am so proud to be joined today by my wonderful assistants, Lola, the scheming, dirty Malkavian who thinks she could be not one of us, and now she's here to learn the light and the way of the Sabbat. And on my other arm, someone near and dear to at least two people in my lovely glass room, the actress, the one, the only, Vivian Lee, possibly with her last night on Earth. Isn't that exciting, ladies and gentlemen?
That's a hell of a
That's
get.
very exciting there, Mr. Hubris.
That's a hell of
I
a
know. Thank you, Emmet. Now, first ground rule of the evening. I know some of you out there have little mind whammy powers. I do too. They're very impressive, and I'm very impressed that you know how to do them. But should either of us be influenced in any way, the other will immediately destroy both of the people next to us. And that's just no fun for anyone. So,
Plus, don't forget about the weird Italian guys we got in the back with the shotguns and whatnots.
oh yes, of course, the weird Italian guys in the back with the shotguns. They're very mean and are looking to shoot someone, so you know. No mind whammies, play by the rules, and everything will be great. Last, or second, please note that today's glass is brought to you by General Motors. General Motors, the fine makers of Sherman tanks, where this glass is used to create bulletproof glass right in the tank itself. How amazing is that? So no shenanigans with your firearms. It'll just cause a nasty ricochet. Please, this glass is expensive and we'd like to keep it for our next contestants. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our 4 contestants.
Real fast, it should be
Yes.
pointed out. Belmont Hubris is wearing. He's got platinum blonde hair that is like shellacked into position, and he is wearing a red plaid suit, top to bottom.
Yes.
Is this a person I would have ever heard of?
No.
Okay.
But Ivan, you recognize this person. You
met him
Huh?
once.
You've met him once. On top of the Hollywood Hills, when you first came into town, one of the other people there looked, talked, act exactly like this person. So, ladies, gentlemen, my lovely audience, and he turns around and looks off in a direction, and he like waves, and there's no one there that you can see, and he begins talking into the camera that is also not there, and goes, my first contestant of the evening. She's a Ventru, best known for not being known, and makes a habit of hiding under her grandmama's skirts, unless she really do anything at all. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from around the world, Audra!
And from behind you, you didn't realize that Emmet had managed to like cover so much ground so fast, but a couple of little confetti poppers start going off as Emmet is like showering you with confetti.
Next contestant, thank you for the warm welcome for that one, by the way. We're very excited to have Audra here this evening. Next contestant, she is a Toreador, so loathed by her own clan that she can't even get a job in Hollywood and has to beg for scraps of power from a Ventru in a collapsing city all the way from the Greek Isles. It's Celine!
Oh,
And he looks at the camera again.
Hooray! Pop, 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 pop.
Next, he's a Ventru, too afraid of his own shadow to defend his coterie mates, and what's more, he refuses to take power for himself because he may clinically lack a spine. Welcome, my favorite spineless backroom dealer. I can't talk tonight for some reason. Calvin!
Pop, 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 pop.
And last,
I'm rooting for you.
but not least, all the way from Mother Russia, a pack priest preoccupied with propping up a powerless ductus so that he probably can't even recite a single line of the Book of Nod. It's the vamp with the Visk, the Zamisi who just can't please me, Ivan.
Pop, pop,
what a show.
pop, pop.
I speak to Ivan briefly in Russian, saying greetings. It's nice to meet you.
Much better.
Now, tonight's game is called the Carnival of Slavings. First,
Did
we're going
you workshop that? It needs workshopping.
silence from the contestants. Allow me to give you the rules, lest
I'm
someone
not rooting for you no more.
have an accident, please. And then you can talk all you want, it's fine. You'll be paired off into 2 teams. Those 2 teams are... And he pulls out an envelope, flips it open, pulls out the thing. Calvin and Ivan.
Yes, excellent.
And
I say.
the second team, Celine and Audra. Now,
If
your
the two
teams
of
will-
you will please sit over here, and you two please sit over here so that we can get some separation between the teams. We don't want any crosstalk happening. Okay. I'm just waiting. Could you please stand? Could you please stand up? Could you please stand up?
Fine.
And start moving over.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I want to know
excellent.
what the hell is going on. Can I make some kind of perception check, please?
Yes. We can take a moment for some rolls here before we go over the rules of the game. I'm interested in reactions. Like, what do y'all want to do now that the big reveal has happened? Keep in mind, this is just quick perception rolls or something like this. You can either let it flow or you can make some rolls.
I just want a perception roll because Audra is basically just like the French toast is going on.
Yeah, what the French toast is happening? Yeah, go ahead and make a what is it, wits perception?
You should be.
Calvin's whole vibe is very like fucking Malkavians.
Celine's wringing her hands.
Audra's just pissed. She's just pissed. Where is perception? Why can't I find it?
It's awareness. I'm sorry, it's wits awareness.
Thank you.
Because it's not D&D.
Ugh.
Well,
Pay close attention to Emmet.
okay. Are you gonna? You have auspex? You have auspex, right?
I do, yes.
Do you want to auspex Emmet?
Yes.
So that'd be a wits occult, and yeah. But as you're making that wits occult roll, Audra, as you're looking around, you look up and you realize there's like walls hanging from the ceiling, and off in the distance you see like a big fucking pool or something. Something's happening. You only got 1 success, so it's not like you get a lot of like D&D information, like D&D. You don't get a lot of like deeply descriptive information. You get that there's more to this than is currently being shown. And there's obviously people helping these 2 people who you can see, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not just the 2 of them. He mentioned Italians. What kind of Italians are we talking here?
Probably mafia.
Okay.
Seems to be a fair extrapolation. Big dumb Italians with, shotguns and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so Ivan, you got 4 successes, which means you can what are you scrying the soul?
Oh, he doesn't have that level. He has 2
Okay.
levels of specs.
Okay, so you're just doing like heightened senses?
Yes.
Okay. Zed, why don't you tell us about good old Emmet Stubbs?
So with heightened senses, you can tell that Emmet has a slight limp in his left leg. That seems like something he hasn't fully adjusted to, possibly a recent injury of some kind. Also, his pulse is racing.
So he has a pulse.
That's what that sounds like, by the way. It's all ASMR. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Yeah,
Bad
okay.
sound.
All right, so having made our perception checks, my dear contestants, the rules of today's game. You will be given a riddle. The first team to correctly answer the riddle within 1 minute gets a 1-minute head start on the next challenge and a bonus point. Then you'll be given a challenge. The first team to complete it gets a point. Then you'll be given a riddle. The first team to correctly answer this riddle gets a 1-minute head start on the next challenge and a bonus point. Then you'll be given a challenge. The first team to complete it gets a bonus point. Then you'll be given a riddle. The first team to correctly answer this riddle gets a 1-minute head start on the next challenge and a bonus point. And then you'll be given a challenge. The first team to complete it gets a point. And then whoever has the most points gets to choose between the doors of destiny. One door contains something everybody wants. One door contains a boner, and the last door contains something, and he looks over at Vivian Lee, vivacious. Whichever doors you don't get to choose, I get to keep. For measies. Now, I will give you each a moment to put together your game plans. You will have 4 minutes of preparation time before I give you your first riddle. Any crosstalk will be immediately punished. And as you look up, what looks like a gas can is now hanging over the glass enclosure that you're in. And it won't just punish you!
Nod, please, if you understand the rules as they have been stated.
I look over at Celine and Audra and I just go,
Thank you. Yes, sir, Mr. Hubris. They do, in fact, understand the rules, it would seem.
All right, your 3 minutes starts now.
I'm going to speak entirely in Russian. I go, oh, sorry. Pardon me, Mr. Humble. It was 4 minutes?
Your 4 minutes starts now.
Should have just given them 2.
And I'll go, so obviously we both want to destroy each other. However, we both want to survive this. So let's do that, murder the shit out of this doofus, and then move on with our lives. Yes?
We can work together, absolutely.
Good. Anything special that I should know?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Do you feel like sharing?
I've already been told nothing I can do will be of use here.
Thank you.
I'm extremely persuasive when I need to be without my powers.
I'm observant.
It's an amazing skill that I am sometimes jealous of.
Mr. Hubris, these two is talking in gobbledygook.
It's fine. Let them speak however they like. It's well within the rules.
Oh, shucks.
They don't seem to be able to understand Russian, so that should be useful.
They're pretending. Either way, it doesn't matter.
I expect this to be annoying.
Now,
Let's get to Celine and Andra.
other two. Oh,
Yeah, sorry. I want to make sure you both get a chance to,
Well, this is annoying.
This is infuriating.
Hmm.
This is ridiculous. But I guess we have to play by the rules for now.
Yes.
I don't like it one bit.
I do not either. Any of this.
There's a little like tap tap on the glass from Emmet. I just want to let you two know that if you don't show at least a little bit of ha fun, Mr. Hubris he gets mighty upset and just smile. All right, just whenever the camera's on you, just remember to smile. Okay. Okay. All right. Goodbye now. Have fun. Good game.
He did not just tell us to smile.
And Emmet will like walk over and start fiddling with some sort of machinery.
Mm.
Calvin and Ivan.
so what can you tell me about your companions? What are their weaknesses that we can exploit?
Their weakness is they're extremely skilled. They are sometimes frustrated. But yeah, we will not destroy them. All 4 of us should be able to survive this. And you have my word that if you help me help them survive this, I will help you survive them.
Interesting.
Tonight.
Now you're going and making addendums. That's no fun.
It's a negotiation tactic.
If only I'd agreed first. Oh well.
Well,
But
live your best life.
I always do.
All right, it's time for our contestants to shut their dirty holes as we're going to our first riddle. Both teams will have 1 minute to answer the riddle. The first to give me the correct question, or the correct answer, the correct answer gets a minute head start on, and a hallway with a roof drops out of the rafters. The first test! As that hallway drops, the glass on that side raises, and instead of having a glass wall over there, there is a hallway. Now, please remember to not enter the hallway until such time as we tell you, or Bernie Bits. Now, 1 minute to answer the following question, and please remember, if you get it wrong, there will be a zonk. First question. What is the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, and the end of every race?
The letter E.
Congratulations to Kelvin and Ivan, who immediately get the first question and get a minute head start. There will be no zoink for this round. Good job.
Every time he says zoink, by the way, Emmet pushes a button and a comical boing noise plays.
As we walk, I'll say to Ivan, I don't believe we're on the ground level, so we might be able to squeeze through some of these sections should we need to escape.
Noted.
Your head start starts now. And he hits a thing. You've got 1 minute.
I start walking.
What?
Okay.
What's the challenge?
As well.
You'll find out when you pass through the next doors.
I
Walk
walk.
through the door, stop, look around.
Okay, it takes 30 seconds to get to the door. When you get to the door, you are in a room with a strange yellow substance on the ground. It seems slick, and there is what appears to be a sword inserted in the center of this strange, yellowish, thick surface. And as you open the door, you hear over a loudspeaker, "Ladies and gentlemen, our contestants have reached the first room. This room brought to you by Dalewood Oleomargarine. Dalewood Oleomargarine, for the finest in buttery spreads. Our contestants must insert the key into the lock in order to make it out of this room alive."
Who's the lock? Nothing.
Is there like an actual thing in front of? What is in front of us aside from sword and?
Let's be honest,
So-
it's margarine.
Yeah, it's sort of a floor made of butter. Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Butter and margarine. This is important.
it is margarine.
Thank you.
It is
Some
not
very
actually.
dramatic music starts playing, full of violins at a high tempo.
I'm gonna look around for a key or for a the key is apparently the sword. I say out loud. Where's the lock?
Okay, so as you step on the butter, it's softer than you first expected, and you need to make a athletics and dex check.
All right.
You are able to keep your footing, although it's also warmer. As your foot kind of sinks in, you realize it's kind of warmish. But is your intent to make your way over to the sword?
I'm looking for the lock. I'm trying to just scope out the room, looking for any other features that might be a lock.
Make a perception, wits awareness test.
Okay.
And Ivan, what are you doing? Yeah,
Yeah, he's going to lean down and touch the substance.
it's butter or Dalewood Oleomargarine.
He's going to taste it.
Tastes
See if he
like
gets an idea of
margarine.
usual about it.
Tastes like BTUs of energy, right? Or
Yeah, it
BTUs.
tastes like 9,000
Oh my god.
ABUs of vitamin A and
ABUs,
3,600
yes.
calories of life-giving goodness. There is no sword-shaped lock hole that you can see.
All right,
And so
I'm
when
just
you
gonna-
taste it, Ivan, what are you looking for?
Like temperature, texture, anything that makes it
It
seem
is
unusual.
getting warmer as you touch it.
It is getting warmer.
Mhm.
This is getting warmer, and that's concerning. Oh, there could be fire underneath of us. We're in a frying pan.
This is hilarious. And I start moving, like dragging my feet.
Yes.
I'm dragging my feet instead of like stepping.
So you're like butter skating.
Actually, yes.
Okay.
I grew
You're
up-
butter
Ivan is going to like
Normal.
attempt to lock arms with Calvin and like assist with it.
Okay. So you can
I-
both. Oh, go ahead.
And then I reach my arm out and connect. Yeah.
How
Okay.
permanently do you lock arms?
I was gonna ask, but I figured that he's wearing a suit. He'd have to get the suit off to like do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Would he though?
He would, indeed. Okay, so you'll both get +3 dice on a Dex athletics check to make it to the sword, which I assume is your intent.
Yes. My intent, anyway. Calvin?
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I see no other thing to do.
+3.
Mostly on the back of Ivan being weirdly athletic.
He's Russian. He's used to skating.
Yeah, it's true. You all make it to the sword. It is just kind of dangling there off a thin fishing wire. It looks like you could easily pull it off if you wanted.
I don't think this fishing wire would support us if we attempted to climb up.
And this is the point at which Celine and Audra show up. If you choose to, your minute has started. The minute is over, and you're able to move down the hallway if you so choose.
I do.
Do we have much other choice?
No.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay. By the time you make it to the and Kelvin and Ivan, you notice you're sinking into the butter more quickly than you were at the beginning, and your ankles are warmer, and like your shins are warmer as you're sinking into it, and the sword seems to be raising above you, but really you know it's because you're sinking into what appears to be melting butter. And Celine and Audra, by the time you show up, Calvin and Ivan have their hand out reaching for the sword and are almost up to their knees in Dalewood oleomargarine. And you see like this trough of 4 legs kind of just getting deeper into the butter. But you also start seeing that sort of like bubbly, boily, sort of like what butter looks like when it starts to melt on top of the butter itself.
As the butter heats up, the top layer of it becomes a bit more translucent.
Just to clarify, yes.
Just, I see what you did there. Oh my God, you two are great, and I love you. Okay, so why don't
Calvin goes, just to clarify, where's the lock?
Perhaps it's our opponents. Sorry, wrong voice. Perhaps it's our opponents.
Seems unlikely.
Does it though? Really?
A little bit, yes. Though
Real
he's
quick.
one of you people, right?
Jack, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
In response to a
thank
question
you.
that was asked to me.
Thank you.
So we're in a room that smells like melting margarine. Excellent.
And I think we'll have Bruce outside. He loves this stuff.
Good God.
it's true, I do. His head pops into the scene for a second because everything here is just fucking surreal. Yeah.
Wow.
Are there any holes in the sword?
There are no holes in the sword. However, it's been a little bit longer, and each of you can make me a wits awareness test.
Can I make one too?
Yes. Everybody can make it,
Oh, not
indeed.
intelligence. What did I just accidentally click? Oh, shit.
Was Audra the only one to get the 3? Yeah, Audra is the only one to get 3. So, Audra, you notice, even though you do not have your hands on the sword, that this pool is probably about waist deep. And over there, kind of near the far left corner, the butter is sinking more quickly, as if there's either a deeper depression or some sort of slot or something there. No one else notices that but you, but it seems like there's something there that is either deeper or, like a lock.
Do we help them, Celine? It's...
I think the point is that we help ourselves. But this is disgusting. Give me a moment. And Celine's going to take off her heels and set them down. I'm going to ruin another dress, but I really do not want to ruin those shoes.
Where do you set the heels so as to keep them from being ruined?
Back in the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a threshold, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Right, so
but to get gross, she's not even going to bother to take her heels off, but she's going to kind of, I guess, start making her way to the thing that she's seen, the depression. She's going to go to Celine. She's going to go, I think there's something over there.
Excellent.
Said that out loud.
Very quietly.
We should start.
Ivan has heightened senses on.
That is true.
Okay, too late.
I'm gonna go. Maybe we should move to one of the edges, like across from where we came from.
All right, so everybody at this point, please make me a resolve test. Not a resolve test, a stamina test. Just straight stamina. Will it let you do that?
I don't know what stamina is.
Yes.
Where am I looking?
Ivan, what were you trying to say there, by the way?
Audra said out loud, it looks like it's over there, and Ivan has heightened senses.
Okay.
Oh, should I have added my Auspex dice to that test? Oh, well.
Yeah, it's a little late. Yeah, I mean, yes. But, all right, so did everybody roll a 1? So, Ivan, you will take 3 superficial damage as the heat starts really starting to boil at this point. And the ground beneath you is actually really warm, but the butter around you is boiling and it's starting to burn your flesh a little bit. And everyone else will take 3 minus successes, so the other 3 of you take 2 superficial damage as the butter begins to boil.
What everybody hears is suddenly just a momentary blurp as it starts bubbling and splattering.
And then over the PA, you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, the twist has been revealed. This isn't just Dalewood Oleo margarine, it's boiling Dalewood Oleo margarine. Only the finest margarine for our contestants. Please continue."
You sure did get him good there, Mr. Hubris.
I know, Emmet. Thank you.
Really have to invest in this.
Can she yell at him from across the room? Now is not the time.
Well, speaking of the time, we should get moving.
Dalewood, a subsidiary of DuPont Chemical.
I will.
So was that a yes, no, that Ivan heard that?
Yes.
So 2 things. You would have heard that, and then if your heightened senses are up, the minute the PA goes off, you are now going to be at -2 to all perception-based tests as your eardrums explode, for the most part, because you had heightened senses up, and something very loud happened. Oh, no, you get to make a stamina resolve test. There's a resistance to that. It is stamina resolve. Make a stamina resolve. Loud things hurt. I've had this happen to me. You are fine because it's 2, I think. It's 2 difficulty for that. So I think you're good. Yes. And so there's this ringing for a moment and you like close it off. You're like, okay, it's gone.
In that case, Ivan wants to grab the sword and go slam it into that corner.
Go slam it into the corner. And as you do, Selene and Audra have the opportunity to interpose, knowing that it was there almost simultaneously, well, a little bit before Ivan, especially Audra. So if you want to try and get in there in some way, you can. But you see Ivan with the sword, like, wading through the now boiling butter over to...
Yeah,
Hmm?
I'll try and intercept. What about you, Celine?
Yeah, Celine would try to intercept as well.
Okay, why don't all three of you just make me athletics dex rolls?
I do have Cat's Grace.
Which gives
For
you
balance.
+2 dice to... for balance? No, it's
Yeah,
not
that-
gonna... Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to apply here or not.
no. Ivan and Celine, you get there simultaneously, and so Celine can... actually, who has the higher actual dex? Ivan, what's your dex?
4.
You have a 4 dex. And Celine, you don't have a 4 dex, right?
I have 3.
Okay, so I'm going to use that as a tiebreaker because it seems like the right way to do it. And so either you get right up on him and you go to grab his arm just as he sinks the sword into this very thin sort of entryway into the floor itself. And as you do, there is a blurk, and in the center of the room, the drain opens up. Unk. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Team Calvin and Ivan have solved the first contest. They are up 2-1. Everybody, let's give a round of applause for Calvin and Ivan. Calvin and Ivan, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! But Mr. Hebrews, don't they have to survive the whirlpool still?
Oh, the whirlpool will be fine. I'm sure that'll be... Everyone make a dex athletics check.
Does Ivan get a bonus for holding onto a sword?
Yes,
Or flopping
you will get
something?
+2 dice.
And, Cat's Grace should factor in here.
Yes, and this is to keep your balance. So yes, you get the 2 extra dice from Cat's Grace.
Dex
That's about
athletics?
Dex athletics, indeed. And remember, you can feel free to...
Oh, no.
So, our first bestial failure and our first
That's
messy
not a
critical.
failure, is it?
Yeah, it is. That is a bestial failure right there.
Oh, I thought there was a
that
different
is-
symbol for it.
2 hunger dice with no successes, and you only need 1 failed hunger die if there are no successes for a bestial failure. So, Calvin, roll me a d10.
Hold on. I have willpower.
Okay, do it up. You only get to reroll the 1 die, so hope for the best.
I hit reroll, but what did that do?
You got
Nothing.
you a 9 and we'll allow it, but burn the repower, and so there is no
Oh, I'm sorry.
messy failure. Yeah, there is no whatever. Yeah, but for the messy critical, I'm trying to figure out how to messy critical this.
Frankly, I
Is she-
think
Yes?
she starts swimming.
She starts
Probably.
swimming?
I think
Pushes
she
me
loses her balance and starts swimming, taking the damage from doing it, but certainly getting out of the room.
Okay, I think that actually sounds really good. So in your frustration, Celine, your dress is ruined. You're like, I've had enough of this crap. I don't even want to be in this. Like, we were obviously lied to and this is horrible. You just dive into the pool and are like, it's ruined anyways, and take 3 superficial damage.
Actually, that would be Audra that did the critical.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it Audra?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was me.
Oh, I missed it. I read the wrong person. Sorry. So you instead succeed and then get really frustrated and start beating at the water at the with your sword, beating at the melted butter with your sword, and just like pissed at it, right? And it starts splashing up in your face and giving you burns, and you instead take the 3 superficial.
What happens if my whole thing is superficial?
It shouldn't be. You've only taken 5, and you definitely have more than 5 health boxes.
I did. I have 1 left over from last time, though.
Oh, your
what do-
superficial. Did you take any damage this night from last week?
No,
You didn't get in a fight with Ming, so I don't know where you would have taken that damage.
no,
No.
for some reason I had a slash.
No.
I don't-
Assume you had full health. We'll just start you at full health. And so
Okay.
you've taken a grand total of 5.
I
yeah.
can work with that.
Yeah, easy enough. And as the pool drains, I was like, oh, you all made it. See, I told you they'd all make it.
Yes, sir. You do certainly know an awful lot, sir. And Emmet, by the way, will come out and he's got a like a shitty garden hose that is just kind of like splattering at you in order to help get the butter off. But it's just like it's just like spraying you gently.
Ivan would like to heal his superficial damage.
Yeah, make a rouse check.
Okay.
That's true. I should probably do that too.
Gain 1 hunger.
Yeah, I'm going to make the rouse check as well.
Mm-hmm.
So how many does that heal, or all of it?
I don't know. What's your blood potency? 1.
All right.
So I have to do 1 per each.
Yes, I believe that's correct. Let me look at the blood.
I thought it heals 2.
Let me look at the blood chart. Rouse. Basic damage mended per rouse check at blood potency 2 is 2. Indeed, so you heal 2 superficial per rouse check.
Okay, and do that one more time then.
Yep.
Oh, Ivan might
Take
notice
another
that
hunger.
Calvin is a little hurt from the time he basically got there. I still have aggravated from the other day.
All right. Please take a minute to clean yourself off and take a, you hear air quotes, breath, as I prepare for your next riddle. We'll be back after these messages.
Sonic, quick question. How long ago was the other day?
Literally last night, and I had 2 aggravated.
Okay.
Yesterday, I healed 1 of them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You could do the check to heal the other one upon waking today.
No, I did that one today.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And it cost me quite a bit, and I nearly, it was
almost murdered someone. Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah. Nicely done, not murdering people. Well done.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Hubris, should I bring out the snacks in between rounds?
Oh, not yet. Let's give him a little more time to work up a good hunger.
All right.
I'm going to say to Ivan I'm going to look at Ivan and I'm going to say, I don't really care too much about Vivian Lee right now. I say that loud enough so that everyone can hear.
Celine gives you a little bit of side eye, but that's about it.
Stares at you like
He doesn't understand. Yeah.
Yeah, same as Celine.
All right, that's enough of a break, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to riddle number 2. Remember, you have 1 minute to answer this riddle. Answering the riddle wrong will earn you a zoink. And remember, zoinks don't just hurt you, they hurt everyone. So don't zoink. When is a person like a piece of wood? 1 minute starts now. Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves. You don't have to stay silent or anything. Just don't be like, I have an answer and make it wrong, or you'll get zoinked.
Little bit of small talk helps lubricate the audience. We want them to laugh.
I think the oleomargarine might have lubricated the audience.
Oh, see, that's the kind of spirit I'm looking for.
You hear it? Yeah, it did.
I hate this so much.
Do you want me to answer?
If you have an answer, I have one, but I don't think it's good.
When it's a ruler.
I accept.
Oh, no, that was out loud.
All right, I'm going to pause for a second if you guys have an answer. Audra and Celine, did you want to have a conversation about this?
Any ideas?
This is not my forte.
Hmm. I might have an idea, but I'm not sure it's a good idea.
If it's the wrong answer, then don't say it.
That's what I'm worried about.
Looking for mouth shut.
Okay. Are you keeping your mouth shut, Audra and Celine?
Audra is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Calvin and Ivan appear to have an answer.
Oh, okay. Say it again. When it's a ruler.
And let's take it over to the judges. And we'll allow it. It's a ruler. That's correct, ladies and gentlemen.
Ding, ding,
It
ding, ding,
is
ding, 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 ding.
a ruler. Please, you have a 1 minute to exit to the next challenge. And before we get to the next challenge, we would like to remind you that tonight's show is brought to you by Delwood Oleo Margarine. We're going to a quick commercial break, by which I mean we, the players, are actually going to a quick commercial break, as we are about halfway through tonight's game, and we like to do a little break right now so I can feed my cats. So, we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. It's been a joy playing this little kind of halvesy one-shot when we were missing some of our Camarilla folk. It is going to move the plot forward in the end, I promise. There's stuff going on in the background here, but I thought it was also fun. So thank you guys so much. We'll be back in just a few.
Don't go. He beats me when it's dark.
I would have gone with when they're a stiff.
I like that. That's good.
Excellent.
All right, we're out. We're going.
Sergeant First Class Mark Wood.
Okay, we're coming back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the second... I may have accidentally... No, we're still good. Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the second half of tonight's special... I lost the name of it because it's the top of my notes. Belmont Hubris's Carnival of Slavings. I hope everyone's having a great time this evening, because I know I am. When we last left our intrepid adventurers, because I can call you that because you're in a vampire dungeon at the moment, and I can call you intrepid adventurers, you had survived the Dalewood oleomargarine trap and successfully answered riddle number 2. Over the loudspeakers, you hear...
Zed's camera's cracking me.
Yes. Yeah, no, Zed's not on the computer screen because he is eating at the moment and feels weird about the whole,
Eating on camera, I get it.
eating on camera thing. And now we see his thumb. Yes, we see his thumb. Good. All right. So you hear over the You hear over the speaker, Celine and Adra, you are 3 points behind, meaning the best you could do is tie, so we are giving you a sudden death. And coming down from the ceiling are 2 cages. In one cage is a woman sitting with her fingers splayed out like this on a table. On the other one are 2 kittens and a puppy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Camarilla are known for their civility, their kindness, and their ability not to do things like hurt people. Today, we give them a choice. In box number 1 are 2 puppies and a kitten. You must eat these 2 puppies and a kitten or chop off the fingers of this mother of 4.
When we say eat, by the way, just to be clear, we're talking bones and fur and whatnots and all of it.
Nom.
Okay, that brings up a question then.
Yes.
As a Ventru, Adra is limited to a particular genre of people.
Adra only gains sustenance from a particular genre of people. That does not mean she cannot physically consume something.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I know that if she eats another type of people, it kind of does some damage, and that's what I'm wondering.
It'll give her a tummy ache.
Question.
Are you asking the voice?
Yes.
Okay. It is silent, but You feel as if there's a waiting for you to ask your question pause.
Is this a choice only for them?
Yes, you greedy little Sabat. I know you're probably hungry.
Celine looks at Audra. Well, I know what my choice is.
I think I know what my choice is too.
Good. Celine will walk over to the puppies and kittens.
Make a willpower test.
Innocent lives. Interesting.
Audra is doing the same. I'm assuming also a willpower test.
Yes.
So
If I'm
Ivan's just
assuming your
talking
intention-
out loud in
Yeah.
English to Calvin.
Mm.
What's fascinating, you'd think that they would refrain from taking lives and instead do damage that would only be potentially temporary to someone. Isn't that fascinating that they're so willing to kill?
What do you mean potentially temporary?
Is Audra hearing this?
Yes.
Oh, he's being very loud.
That says a lot about you that you
That's
said
all.
temporary.
She just turns to him, hisses, and turns back to her business.
So, both of you have met or exceeded the difficulty for you to eat puppies and kittens. If you so choose, you may eat puppies and kittens.
What choice do we have?
You could chop off some fingers or some third thing that you haven't thought of, but I have.
Yeah, no. I guess we're...
No, Celine's going to do
A
that.
complete inability to think outside the boxes, or cages in this case. They could take no points. But apparently they want to win so badly, they're willing to kill. Your people are fascinating.
We are quite willing to kill.
I see.
Are we eating?
Yeah.
Okay. Well done! You have eaten the pup as they... I'm not going to narrate it because super gross, so we'll just do a quick fade to you have successfully consumed the puppies. And as you do, you hear... incoming gore warning, by the way. You hear something falling from the ceiling over the other cage. And quick as that. Yes, Zed?
If you would like to if you would like to watch a game that would have narrated the eating of puppies and kittens, come check out the Parlay on Saturdays at noon. That's my plug. All right, I'm good.
And quick as that, a thin metal, what looks like spike that holds the ropes together up top and like keeps them secure when it's time to like pulley things up, drops directly through the top of the woman's head, and she is gone. Well chosen! I got to kill my dinner! Thank you! And the cage raises up.
Where's the sword?
The sword is still in the thingy.
Oh, I grabbed the sword.
Shink,
Like a
it's a sword.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh,
Any reactions, please?
No.
No. You call us monsters, and I'm the one that had the suggestion of saving lives. Think about that.
Yes, you're way better than us on all fronts. Look at you, holiest than thou.
That Ivan's got one thing right, despite being in a completely meaningless organization. It's the same one that maybe I'm a part of, but we actually know how to do things in our pack. Unlike those guys. We're awesome. And that's why he's here and my people aren't.
Strong disagree.
Now, on to the next challenge. Calvin and Ivan, you get to go first. You have a minute head start.
Head on in.
You go down another hallway. You climb up out of the knee-high waiting pool full of Dalewood Oleo margarine. Well, actually empty now of Dalewood Oleo margarine. And you walk into a room about twice the size of the one you were actually in that has a huge roulette table in the center of it. Like, you are the size of a roulette ball to it. And this is probably for some sort of like musical where they were doing a dance number or something, and people like danced on the roulette table. Except, you know how there's like a brass twisty knob that's got like 4 things coming out of it at the top of a roulette table? This has been replaced with a big circular cage. And inside that big circular cage is a werewolf in full werewolfy form. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Roulette of Rage. Your job, to get across the roulette table, climb the center tower, and get the key from Mr. Wolfie Pants there. And as he says, Mr. Wolfie Pants, a big silver key lowers into the cage and bumps up against the werewolf, who starts running away from it. And as he does, the roulette table starts to turn. And he keeps getting chased by this silver key, and it starts turning faster and faster. And as it does, you see these knives start coming up and down through the roulette table.
Ivan takes a step back into the hallway.
You don't like werewolves?
I don't feel like... I'm not planning to die today.
So what's the key hanging by?
A simple chain. You also notice that every time it touches the werewolf, it burns. There's like smoke coming off of the werewolf.
How thick of a chain? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to do that anyway. Okay. So lay this out for me again. There is a roulette wheel.
Yes.
And in the middle of it is the werewolf.
Yes, there is a bit of a tower, right? Mm-hmm. On top of which, and it's probably 2 of you tall. So it's probably about 12 feet tall. And on the top of it is a cage. On that cage, a werewolf is running, which is causing the roulette table to spin. Because he's running around in a circle, because it's a circular cage, right? As he's being chased by this silver key, which keeps pumping him in the back and doing significant damage to him as it goes. Because it's silver and he's a werewolf.
I'm going to yell to the werewolf, "Lay down, you idiot!"
Are you attempting to do more than just yell that?
I'm attempting to leadership it. Being like, "You, lay down."
All right, so you're going to be, there's a pretty high difficulty to this because he is both in ragey mode and in pain, and you are obviously of something antithetical to him. However, you can make the roll charisma leadership charisma.
Let's do it.
Don't forget you've got willpower.
I do. Yeah, I'll use it. Willpower reroll.
So that is 3 successes. That is not enough, as he is kind of a wounded beast at this point.
All right. How fast are you? Can you jam this sword into that chain to prevent the key from getting near him?
No.
Well, I mean, if it hits him enough, he'll just stop running because he's dead.
I can be patient.
Good point.
Are you in a hurry?
I mean, this whole night is terrible, and I would like it to end.
And at about that time, Celine and Audrey, you show up and see this scene. That's been about a minute of talking, right? That's fair?
Yeah,
okay.
Looking, thinking, talking.
Yeah, looking, talking, figuring things out. Yep. Celine and Audrey, you may head down now.
By all means.
Audrey sees the room, and she turns her back on it. She's done. This is enough for her. She's pissed. Ivan is getting under her skin. She's angry. What is the price here? And she's actually going to yell it out loud. What is the price here if I refuse to cooperate?
Another innocent creature will die.
Like what?
Are you blind?
The werewolf's going to die.
He said innocent.
Oh, you know the list of its crimes? Fascinating. Tell me.
Shut up!
You see the werewolf starting to slow down.
TikTok.
After about another 30 seconds, it turns into about a 22-year-old naked male.
Now Ivan will walk forward.
Okay.
Well, how fast is it spinning at this point?
At about half its most deadly speed. So the difficulty to reach it would be lowered, is essentially what that means.
Ivan's going to look across and say, if you stop moving and lie down, I'm a doctor. I can save you.
Make a persuade. Do you have leadership? What do you have better, leadership or persuasion?
Persuasion.
Make a persuasion charisma test.
Can I help him?
How would you... You know what? I'm going to give you an extra bonus die from the 3 successes that Calvin got. That would be how you would help, right? You're piling on the... Yeah. So the 3 successes, he lays down. Oh! Interesting!
I'll start walking across the thing.
And
Mr.
as...
Hebers, they ain't playing it right.
I know. And there are always consequences to bad choices. And the key drops on the now mortal, or now human-looking werewolf, who just begins screaming. Looks like intense pain, as his flesh is starting to, like, smoke.
All right,
Just keep walking.
I'm going to walk across the thing,
Pick
holding the
up
sword.
the key.
And I'm going to... can I get the sword through the bars?
So the top of the cage is actually open.
Just reach over and pull up the
Yes,
key.
but can I get the sword through the bars?
You absolutely may get the sword through the bars. It is a sword and they are bars.
And this werewolf looks severely hurt.
Yes, and also now like a person. By the time you get to them, it's just some very low moaning and heavy breathing.
I'm going to get the sword ready to chop down and say, grab the key.
You telling the werewolf to grab the key? Or
No,
Ivan to grab the
I'm
key?
asking Ivan, please grab the key.
Are you going to kill it?
They're going to release it.
As
It's
he
going to try to
grabs
kill
the-
us.
As he grabs the key and pulls it up.
Okay. As you do, you see this horrible burn on like the back and its back from right around its ass all the way up to its head, right? That is key-shaped from where this thing fell on it. There is a smell of burned flesh and blood and tasty, tasty goodness. Okay. And tasty, tasty goodness. And what's everyone's hunger right now?
2.
Ivan 2. Audra and Celine, what are your hunger?
1.
1. Okay, everybody's a 1. So I'm going to say you're not hungry enough for that to be super tempting given the situation. But if you'd been at 3 or 4, I think I would have gone there. But it's a little low for that, I think. So you're able to successfully pull the key off. Essentially what you need to do is you need to climb the bars, right? And then be able to get up to the chain itself and pull it up. And there's a little like hooky thing that's just kind of clasped the chain onto the key. It's simple enough. It's a big key. It's like, torso or taller sized. And but otherwise it is as is a normal key. And Calvin, what are you doing?
I'm going to look at the werewolf with his eyes open.
Yes, they're kind of half open, like he looks really wounded. Although you do see some of the flesh trying to start to mend itself.
I'm going to look at him and go, the 4 of us, I'm going to give him the eyes. Ooh.
Okay.
Very quietly giving him the eyes, the 4 of us are not your enemies. No reason for you to attempt to hurt anyone in this room.
What is your hoped outcome here?
My hoped outcome is that when he eventually goes free, he won't try to attack any of us, but will try to either escape the room or attack, what's-his-face, Hubris.
And are you using a discipline on this, or are you...
I am dominating.
Okay. That is a...
Here, let me hit the power.
Yay.
Mesmerize.
Yeah.
Cancel. There we go. Did that put it in the thing? No, it didn't put it in the thing.
It did not. I
Oh,
did not
that's
bring my
it.
cheat sheet with me. So
That's how you do it. Okay.
Well, yeah, one of the you may enter command complex this command. So you did not issue a command. What is your command?
Oh, true. Do not attack the four of us.
Okay.
Or Vivian Lee.
So yeah, you would make a manipulation, and is it leadership manipulation? I think
It says manipulate discipline.
Oh, manipulation discipline. That makes sense. And then he will roll, and it is naturally resisted, so he will roll his dice pool here.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah. He rolled 3 successes.
He
actually he also rolled 4 successes. On 5.
It was worth a shot.
Which is just stupid luck, but you do have willpower.
I'm not willing to spend it on this.
Okay. You are unsure if the effect took effect or not. He kind of looks up at you knowingly. He looks up at the sword, and then he kind of gives you this eye.
I pulled the sword out.
Okay.
So is the top of the cage open?
Yeah, the top of the cage, it's about 9 foot tall, so it was too big for a human to crawl out of. But it is indeed open.
Calvin, give me a hand, would you?
All right.
Well, let's take a pause. Celine and Audra, what are you doing right now?
If Audra is refusing to do anything, Celine's gonna talk to her.
Yeah, Audra's standing in like the doorway. She's not in the room, but she's got her arms crossed and she's just standing there. So,
Audra,
Celine,
I understand your theory, but perhaps you should stow it for now.
what purpose? This game is not playing by the rules. It's infuriating.
Dear, what rules?
I hate this.
You're allowed to hate it. It's supposed to be infuriating. But you need to stow it for now. Until we have an actual chance to do something. Right here, refusing gets us nothing.
Fine. What do you suppose we do? Help?
I suppose that you climb that cage.
And do what?
Figure out whatever it is that we're supposed to be doing in this room.
All right. And Audra will walk into the room and assess the situation and try and see what's going on.
Yeah, you see Calvin and Ivan futzing with a werewolf on the ground. The thing has stopped, and Ivan has a big silver key in his hand. And at the other end of the door, there's a big lock on a small door.
So Ivan's going to look at the werewolf. Would you like me to treat you? I can stop the pain.
No. I own my pain.
As you wish, and walks over to the lock.
Okay. I respect that.
Because werewolves are ridiculous. They're just ridiculous things. Okay. Yeah, you walk over to the lock and you kink, kink, and it opens like a hobbit-sized door. But wait, before we pass through, it's time for the final riddle. Currently, the standings are Kelvin and Ivan 4, Celine and Audra 1. I hope those kittens tasted good, kittens. Now, your final test. Riddle. Why is a musician's bandstand like a bakery?
Nah.
45 seconds.
Celine?
30 seconds.
Do you think it's got something to do with bread?
Yeah, that's
15 seconds.
Hubris, did we break him already?
I think we might have broken almost 5 seconds to go.
I'm just kind of
Damn it.
bored.
the
I have one.
because they're grand.
No, that's incorrect. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first Zoink.
Oi, 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 oi.
Emmet, tell them what they've won.
Well, they've won this. And Emmet runs up to Audra and Celine and smashes cream pies in their face and then runs away giggling.
Ooh, that was a mistake. Ooh, Emmet, buddy.
I would have gone and they need it.
I don't understand how that works with the band.
It's a
The
plan.
correct answer was, it's how he makes his bread. We also would have accepted it's how he makes his dough.
Damn it.
That's good.
Is it?
You both get to move on to the next thingy. I lost it. The next thing at the same time.
Oh, Mr. Hubris, I was working on this one. But wait, there's door.
Oh! I see what you did there. I like it. But wait, there's door. Now, won't
Couldn't
you
find
join
writers.
us? What?
Couldn't find any writers.
If you don't like the writing, get your own show.
I have several. Let's go.
We'll edit that out
Hmm,
later.
interesting.
Yeah, we'll edit that out in post. It's fine. We'll be okay. As you make your way down the final hallway, you enter a room with, were we going to do door or were we going to do Shark Tank?
That one's up to you.
Oh, God.
We
For-
could give them a choice.
Yes, we could. Actually, let's do that. Because this is emergent storytelling, ladies and gentlemen. We have a few options in front of us. Before you, you see two options. One is a direct shortcut to the end. The
We'll take that
other
one, thank you.
is not. Pick which way you want to go. There's a left and a right.
What's behind the shortcut?
Please do the one with the sharks. I chose myself. It was.
Oh, Emmet, which ones are those? I really want to see
Emmet,
them.
shut your dirty hole.
Okay, I'm sorry.
In Russian,
Just point.
Please don't hurt me again.
can you listen for water?
Yes. And I was going to listen for water.
So you actually don't hear anything, but what you do is you smell something. Make a perception awareness, adding your Auspex dice.
And your hunger dice.
Oh yeah, and your hunger dice. Well, they're already in there.
Oh, yeah, they are. That's right.
What are you doing, son?
Wait.
Sorry.
Perception awareness? What's the actual thing? Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Awareness. What's awareness? Because perception, man. I don't know why. It just
I know.
4 years of
And then I
D&D
add what again to
5e.
it? And then add hunger.
Just your Auspex dice. Don't listen to Zed. Just add your Auspex dice.
Getting too fancy.
Ooh.
That's perfect. You smell blood, and you want it, and you start running down that doorway and smash through the door, and there are two boats just covered in gore. Just covered in it. And you just start licking at them. You will get a point of a hunger back. There are two small boats. You will get a point of hunger back. But it looks like Calvin and Ivan have chosen not the shortcut. Let's cut to Calvin and Ivan. And what you see, Ivan, in that room, once you're done kind of licking on one of the boats, this challenge we like to call Shark Tank. Why? Because it's a tank full of sharks. At the bottom of the center of this pool is a key. You can either choose to dive straight in and grab it, or grab the boat, row to the center and dive in. Your choice. Either way, be careful. Those are some dangerous waters.
They are. That's true.
Okay. So what I'm going to do
Yes.
is walk up to one of the boats.
Yes.
There's 2 boats, right?
There are 2 boats.
The one that Ivan is not licking, which I look down and go,
Yeah.
I will then unmoor the
Holding
other
up a
boat.
heart and drinking.
Yeah.
Not hungry.
So so to describe this room for you really quickly, Calvin, you've seen rooms like this before. This is like the fake ocean rooms. There is like a 100-foot long by like 20-foot tall by like 50-foot deep pool of water. There's stairways going up to it, and there's like a little platform at the end of it where you could like put a camera or something. And at the bottom of those steps are the 2 boats, so you could carry those boats up to the top and put them in the water. Right?
50-foot deep.
Oh, isn't that what I said? 20-foot tall. No, 50-foot deep by, I mean, like rectangular depth, right? Like it's 20-foot tall.
Okay.
So it's water-wise 20-foot deep, but from where they are, it goes 50-foot back.
Yeah, sorry. I heard. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
All
I
right.
apologize.
What I'm going to do, then I'm going to go down to the boats, see that.
Yep.
Take the sword and try to jam it into the crease of the 2 walls.
Of the giant pooly thing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, make a strength and melee.
I'm going to
Or is it
rouse
weaponry in this? I've also been going over
Melee.
Chronicles of Darkness recently. Okay. Yeah,
Melee.
strength and weaponry. Or melee. Yeah.
I'm going to rouse the blood for a point of strength.
Nice. There you go. Add that to your
'Cause-
roll.
This will be a 1 die roll.
Gain a... Yeah, well.
So strength plus melee
Yeah. Plus 1 die.
plus 1
Yeah.
is 2.
Indeed. You get 2 successes. And luckily don't have a bestial fail or what is it? A thirsty critical. Oh, it's so thirsty. I know that's not what it's really called.
These boats aren't appetizing to me.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not in any way whatsoever. They're not made of the right
I don't
stuff.
know. The one on the on the left winked at you. I thought.
Hey, baby, don't you want a little lick? So as you jab your sword in,
Because it's a pulp adventure.
yeah,
With the pulp adventure.
you can't quite get it. There's just not enough muscle in you to make that
Yeah.
happen.
Ivan, could you please assist me?
Huh? Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I can do that. Drop it. Let's see. What's in the boat?
It is all sorts of stuff. It's like, ground meeple. Like there's probably some sort of like field beast in there that's been smushed over everything. There's definitely human mixed in that somewhere. It's all sorts of stuff.
Are there bones?
No, it's literally like someone took a paintbrush and painted chum on both of the boats so that where they'd put in the water, they would directly attack sharks. Attract sharks.
Emmett, it looks like you missed a spot.
Let's see, baby shark. Do 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 do.
That's catchy.
Oh god.
I've been sitting on that since the Shark Tank. All right. Ivan's gonna wander over and assist.
Okay. So Calvin, you can go ahead and make the test again with what is your strength, Ivan? 2? With plus 1 die.
Yeah, no, I'm going to step back from the sword and be like, meh.
Okay. You will get plus 1 die, Ivan.
Let's see. So, yeah, I guess rousing the blood sounds like a great idea.
Rouse your blood.
Like,
Make it
and
happen,
then-
Captain.
You're surrounded by food, so.
It's a rousing success. Add 1 die to your roll. So you're going to add a total of 2 dice to your roll.
And then, stops he's getting ready. Well, don't just stand there. Help.
Yes. And I'm going to assist.
Both of you
Now
pushing
what's the
together.
roll?
Actually, I'm going to take off my
It's-
time and wrap it a little bit around the blade so I have a place to put my hands to
Yeah.
push.
It's a strength plus melee plus 2 dice.
For you.
Yes. Same thing, except this time you realize this sword is probably not made out of any sort of sword grade metal. And you've kind of pushed in on it a little bit, and now the tip is like bent in there, and if you want to get out, you have to kind of work at it.
But have we caused any kind of leak at all?
You feel like if you could really get in there with someone who's got some strength on them, because these are bolted together and made to hold the pressure of the amount of water in them. So
well, they are currently holding that pressure already.
Yes. And so it means they're strong.
Yeah.
They're strong. Stronger than 2 successes.
Then I have a second thought.
And we'll cut from that to Celine and Andra. You see Ivan freaking out and going to the right, down this hallway into a room where you smell blood now that the doors are open, and there's like a big tank or something in there. And that's obviously not the shortcut. As you heard the announcer go, "Oh, that's not the shortcut." What do you do?
Do we take the shortcut?
Suppose it's worth a shot. Not that I liked the plan, but
Okay.
let's do it.
Yeah, we'll take the shortcut then.
All right. Let me bring up my notes for that.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah, there we are. You walk into a theater, like a game show set, and it is completely empty, and you're at the top of it. As you begin to walk down, you go, "Ladies and gentlemen, they have made it to the 3 doors." What did we call it? God damn it. Emmet, what did we call this one?
Zoot or consequences, sir.
That's right. Zoot or consequences. Thank you. That's a good name there, Emmet. Well done. All right.
You're welcome. Thank you. Welcome, sir.
Yes, that's correct. Here you see 3 doors. We will ask you questions. Each question gives you the opportunity to pick a door to open. Behind one of these doors is a boner. Behind another one of these doors is something everybody wants. And behind the last door is, and you hear screaming, something vivacious.
Although growing rapidly less so.
Yes. Emmet, what's their first question?
Okay, well, the first question, hang on, and he pulls out like a whole pack of index cards and immediately drops them all over the place and is scrambling to pick them up. And then he says, all right, okay, so this last year, in 1942, right? Last year was 1942. This is a little bit of a meta reminder. The United States and the Philippines troops fought what battle against Japanese forces? 10, 9, 8, 7.
You are muted, Audra.
No, sorry, I was muttering to myself.
Oh, okay.
6.
I'm.
Pearl Harbor.
Thank you.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is...
Bataan.
That is also correct. We also would have accepted the Battle of the Philippines or the Battle of Corregidor. By the way, your forces lost all of them. How does that feel? What do they lose?
Well, they get to choose. I have here and he pulls out a chef's knife and a revolver. You get to choose between either shooting yourself or lopping off a finger, whichever one you would rather. Well, aim to please here.
Lopping off a finger.
Fantastic. And he'll holster the revolver and he'll hand you the knife. You can do it yourself or you can have one of your friends do it. Either way, please do be sure to smile into the camera as it's going down. Thank you. And he'll kind of like bow his way out.
She'll just do it herself.
Okay.
Yeah, make a humanity test. Yeah, you can, if you so choose, chop off your own finger.
Yep, that's what I'll do.
Okay. All right. That looked like an ouchie. Take 3 superficial damage.
Also, resolve and stamina to be able to control your outward reaction to it.
That's smart. I like that.
I'm assuming Audra is supposed to do the same.
No.
Okay.
Only one of you had to do it. All right. Celine, we're giving your team an extra point for you being such a good sport. Cutting off your own finger, eating puppies and kittens, all without a complaint. I love it. Well done. Emmet, what's the next question?
Okay, so the next question, well, I'll give you guys a choice. Do you want a question, another one about, like military stuff, or would you prefer a question related to pop culture? I mean, we could just move right to the consequences, but I figured you might want the choice.
Pop culture.
Yeah, we'll do
Pop
that.
culture, fantastic. I got a couple of good ones saved up. All right, how much last year, remember last year was 1942, how much does it cost to get a piano tuned?
Celine, you own a piano, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Celine runs a club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I run a club. There's this few instances, but she owns
You
it.
actually will know the answer to this.
It's $3.
Okay, $3.
That is correct. You get to choose one door to start. There's one final question. And there, we're going to cut past Calvin and Ivan.
So do we hear this going on now?
You hear some echoey, announcy stuff coming from the other direction.
Why don't we just go over that way?
Well, we could put one boat in the water, kick it. It's full of gore.
Ivan's just going to walk back in the hallway and go to the other side.
Interestingly, as you go to exit, you hear the announcer goes, "You don't want to do that. You've picked your path. Consequences will ensue."
For everyone?
For everyone.
And he takes a step forward.
Just one step?
Just one.
Hear a loud mechanical cranking and gears spinning up.
Looks around. Trying to identify where it's coming from.
That's a Sean question.
Make a perception awareness test. God damn it! Wits awareness test.
Also, I said Sean instead of Throck, so I'm sorry.
Whatever. Hi, my name's Sean. I'm also Throck. I have introduced myself as both in many games. It's fine.
Oh no, Witsec is going to come down on him.
I don't even know what that is.
Witness security.
Oh, true. Yes, because I am hiding. Yeah, somewhere above you.
Another step.
Click, 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 click.
If you help us get all through this, I will owe you.
Ivan turns around and goes back in the room.
Wow. Damn. Okay. How are you guys navigating your challenge? Navigating, get it because you're going to be on water.
Do you want to keep on this, or do you want to try the 2 boats? How are you at swimming?
Terrible.
I'm not useless, but I don't like swimming.
Let's see, where are our shark friends?
That is true.
Are you going to go up the stairs and look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, help me
Wait,
drag
up the
the boat
stairs?
as we go back upstairs.
What do you mean?
Because there's 2 boats at the bottom of the
It's
stairs, right?
50 foot tall. I mean, it's 20 foot tall. You're standing in front of a 20 foot tall construction. that goes about 50 feet on
okay.
either side, right? Because they use it to like do crane shots over water and like, you know, they put boats in there and stuff to film sea stuff in cinema.
So,
And so there's stairs that goes up onto the thing.
so if you're better at swimming, I'll take the boat to the other side and start throwing chum in there.
Do you want me to go in and throw the chum?
No, I'll throw the chum and you go down and get the key. Unless you can hypnotize one of the sharks to bring it up for you. I don't know what you can do.
Isn't that your thing?
Sharks? They've got the same brain as most Sabbats, so no.
Cute. Good to know that means you wouldn't be able to do anything to me.
That was catty.
So when you say it's a construction, there's no like windows or anything that we can see into.
No, it's kind of like a double wooden construction from where you are, reinforced with 2x4s, keeping it up.
By the way, Throck, I'm afraid I'm actually going to have to send this whole scene back to the chef. It's just too salty for me.
Oh my god, we're horrible people tonight, and I love you all for it.
Freshwater sharks, then.
Okay, so we head up the stairs with a boat.
Wants to see what he's looking at.
2 very large hammerhead sharks are swimming in the pool.
I mean, do you want to take the sword with you in case you need to fight them?
No need.
I'm useless with it.
All right, so the sharks are swimming. Do they look unusual, or are they just shark-shaped?
I mean, do you know a lot about sharks? Are you
Nope.
a sharkthologist? No, they look like sharks. Yeah, I mean, unless you would have a specific reason to know much about sharks, they swim fast. Yeah. Do you have any dots in academics?
Yes.
Okay, so make me academics intelligence test. Because I know what your background is in human physiology. The DC, goddamn, fuck you, D&D. The number of successes you need in order to reach what you need to do is going to be higher because you're not an animalologist. But 5 successes is good. They seem very beefy. Like their muscles are rippling.
What have you been feeding them?
These
Most
are
of Daywood oleomargarine. Oh, sorry.
yes,
I'm sorry.
blocks and blocks of our sponsor's finest creation, Dalewood oleomargarine with a special cherry on top.
It's been fortified with vitamins and minerals.
And people.
Blood. Got it. Okay. Well, then here, Sharky. Ivan's going to dip his hand into the water.
Okay.
The hand that, what he was chewing on bloody things with.
Yeah. So it's going to come up and try and bite your hand off, and it moves incredibly fast. So, if you are attempting to get your hand out of the way of a shark who is trying to bite it, you need to make a Dex and Athletics check.
Not trying to get out of the way.
Okay. Then you would need to. You're attempting to make contact with it.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Are we gonna have shark noodles?
Jesus.
6 successes. So go ahead and make your essentially your combat vicissitude roll, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. I haven't used this yet, so I'm reading really fast.
Yeah. Pretty sure there's at least 1 rouse check involved. 2, yeah.
First one.
Hunger, gained.
Second one. Good.
No hunger, gained.
Let's see. And that's about there. Last I checked. So.
It wins.
But do I make contact?
It is a contested test, but you have made contact with its teeth biting through your hand.
You could roll a willpower
to get additional successes. Remember, that's a combat roll, right? Yeah, because
Okay, so how many?
You need to exceed 5 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4,
and
5
you can
dice
re-roll.
Okay.
No, you can only re-roll 3 dice with a single dot of willpower.
Oh, got it.
Nope. So essentially what happens is it goes to bite you, you go to touch it, and both of you at the last minute sense something hinky about the other one and kind of jerk your hand back. As neither of you tied, essentially, right? So there was no, yeah. You both go, ee!
Good plan.
You just,
So
you see anybody who sees a good giant gaping maw of teeth at them, no matter how inured they are to violence and gore, might for a moment take a pause.
Oh, wait. I have another idea. I'll put the boats in over here, you go down, climb up the other side, and then jump in from that side where there's less blood. Now that you've chummed these waters with your hand.
There you go.
There is another stairway on the other side.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
We haven't been over there
Yes,
yet,
yes.
but now that you're up here, you can see the platform on the other side of the thing.
So we get the sharks over here with the goop. I'll keep throwing. You know what? Are you athletic at all? No.
Did you see me with the sword earlier?
Did you see me with the sword over there? All right.
Mm.
All right. So when you rouse a stat, it lasts for the whole scene, right?
Yes. No,
Alright,
a single
so I-
roll. It's a single roll. It's a single
Oh,
roll.
Okay, good. I
It's
was
a
like,
single
wait a
roll.
minute.
Yeah.
Crap.
The
Good
DM and me who goes yes and realized
Yeah.
he was wrong because that's an actual roll.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna we could feed them just like lard covered in oleo. I might kill them.
Oh, you know what? They're not going to like the taste of that, probably. Go
And we
roll
are
it.
both covered in
No,
it.
like seriously. You
Yeah.
should go roll in it. Oh, wait, we can't go back.
We-
That's right.
We already rolled in it. Let's be honest.
Okay. That'll make it easier. You'll be more water resistant.
Yes. Yeah. How about you just keep the sharks over here, okay, friend?
Easy.
So what's the plan again? Something about
All right, I'm
a
going to
slippery
go to the other
Calvin
side.
and a
I'm going to
chummy
go to the other
Ivan?
side. If only I could push Ivan in. But I don't think I'd succeed at that. All right, so
I mean, you're
go
both
down-
terrible at fighting. I think it's pretty even, actually. You're like, no!
Yeah, this would end up worse for me. All right, I'm gonna go down and around and up the other side while I
Yes.
make sure to keep chumming the water.
Absolutely. In that case, he's going to go down and like actually get the bits and blood and stuff. And
Yeah, it's essentially, think of it as like the boats are chum, right?
Yeah.
They're not like full of chum. It's just been like gore has been painted on them, and so they're like
putting
bloody.
the
Yeah.
water draws the sharks to you.
Yes.
So I am not going to use that.
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to swim down while covered in butter, and probably tasting weird.
Yes. And Ivan, you're putting the boats in the water. Is that correct?
yeah.
However, the blood.
I thought that's what you said. Did I misunderstand?
Yeah. To chum the. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, if that's how he chums the water, then that is what he's doing correct.
Okay, sweet. So as you put the boats in the water, both of the sharks come up and start bumping their heads up against it and like trying to like eat at it, and then they'll like open their mouths, and then like one of them jumps up and takes like rips a piece of it off. And then Calvin, you jump in, and I'm not even going to make you roll till you get to the bottom. Once you get to the bottom, you hear, "Oh boy, it's time for the twist." All you hear, Calvin, is "Oh boy, it's time for the twist." And on chains are 4 buckets of chum that come and dump it directly over the key. And as you grab it and the chum falls into the water, the sharks go for the fresher stuff. And I need you to make a Dex and Athletics check.
Hey, I've got a chance.
You do.
You know what? I'm going to rouse the blood.
Okay.
How
I'm into it.
hungry are you?
You know what? I'm already at hunger 3.
Actually, yeah, how hungry are you? Because that's blood.
Yes, but none of it's appetizing.
Yeah, you're a Ventrue. You do have Ventrue immunity to that a little bit, I think. So that's fine. You're not normal people.
Well, hence
go ahead and
why
make
the
your-
question, though, because at a certain point, it does become any port in a storm.
Yeah, but he's at 3, so it should be good. But make a rouse check, and then...
And if I'm at 4, who knows?
Yeah.
Did I just get-
Rousing success.
Oh, good. Yay. What the hell is that open right there? I don't even know. All right, so
Dex plus athletics. Okay. So the way this is going to work is you have to achieve a number of successes before they achieve a number of successes. 1, 2. Oh, they critted. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so in that first round, they are nipping at your heels. They are nearly on you because they doubled your successes. So they are right behind you. I need another Dex and Athletics roll.
Right.
Get him, Sharky boys!
Woo! Sorry, that's your voice. Oh god, it's all hunger
picked-
dice.
Yeah.
Them two out myself.
So it's gonna be 2, 3. One of them takes a bite out of you as you come up. And it will be for, you got 1, 10, 1, 2, 3. Oh, they only got 4 successes to your 1, so they're at net 10 and you're at net 4. So take 2 aggravated damage as one of them just takes this bite out of your calf.
I know your pain.
But otherwise, you have made your 4 successes. This wasn't an impossible task in order to get back to the ladder and up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Which ladder is Calvin going to?
I'm going to
imagine-
the ladder on the... You know what? They're already... Yeah, I would have gone to the ladder I came from.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Congratulations for passing the final challenge. I hope it didn't hurt, and we cut back to Celine and Audra, and now it's time for your final question. What's the question, Emmet?
Would the two of you like another pop culture question, or would you prefer another military question?
Pop culture.
Pop culture it is. All right, so this here question, let me see here. I don't want to ask you nothing that you guys might actually know. I mean, I went through a lot to put these things together. How many people are there in the world right now? Roughly, give or take, say give or take a mil. So to the nearest million.
Academics
many
intelligence.
Wow, Ivan would actually probably know that.
Well, you chose the path.
You can make a guess.
Use willpower.
There's always willpower.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a willpower.
Okay,
You only get
you
to
will only
reroll.
get to reroll 1 die, but if you make it to 3, good things could happen.
Mm,
So close.
she's so angry, and even the dice aren't doing it.
Mm.
10 seconds.
Do you have a guess?
Just a random number.
Time's
4
up.
million.
6 billion. She's just gonna randomly throw it out there.
We have 4 billion and 6 billion, where either of them... Huh?
I said 4. 4 million.
Oh, 4 billion and 6 billion. Both of these seem wrong to me, but Emmet, tell me, are they right or are they wrong?
Well, sir, Mr. Hubris, both answers happen to be on either end of, whoa, holy shit, those were wrong. So the answer, sir, is 2,396,000,000. Can you possibly imagine what this planet would be like if there were 6 billion people on it?
I imagine it would be quite crowded. Where would I get bagels if there were 6 billion people on the planet?
None of this is Audra's forte, so.
Yeah. All right. So, there's no Zoink for this. But now, You can only choose
Oy, 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 oy.
one door. Behind one of these doors is something everyone wants. Behind one of these doors is a boner. And behind the other one is something vivacious. Pick your door.
Don't forget, after you pick your door, we'll show you another door and let you choose if you want to.
Which door do you think?
Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3.
Is there any way I can do a perception kind of a roll type of a thing?
Yeah, make a wits awareness test.
Okay. Wits awareness. Give me something. Mother.
It's just not Audra's night.
It is not.
I get the feeling Audra prefers problems that can be punched.
Yes, Audra
Well,
indeed prefers problems.
Sharks would
Yeah.
be great.
Things she can stab.
Should have gone for the sharks.
Says the man who rented the blood.
That's the man she wants to stab.
I've done nothing wrong. I didn't kill puppies and kittens. Just saying.
Anywho.
I'll have words after.
If you have no suggestions, I say we take 3.
3 it is.
All right. Should I open up door number 1 or door number 2? Let them see which one they didn't get.
Let's open door number 2.
Emmet runs up and opens door number 2.
Sitting on the table is a sheet. There is a small wooden table, and on it is a sheaf of papers. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an original folio of the Book of Nod from 1468. Ladies and gentlemen, say goodbye to an original folio of the Book of Nod from 1468. And
Emmet
you
douses
see,
it in gas,
yep.
tosses a match on it, closes the door.
Oh, and now there's fire. Joy.
You have lost an original Book of Nod. Now you
Quick
can
question.
choose.
While
Yes.
that's happening, did they take the cleaver from me?
Nope.
No, you still have the cleaver.
While he's doing that, I want to give it to Audra.
Okay. Now, you can continue with door number 3, or you have the opportunity to pick door number 1.
For the viewers out there, this is called the Monty Hall
Monty
problem.
Hall problem.
Yeah. There's actually a correct, there's always a correct answer to this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not telling you what it is. That wouldn't be fun.
We'll keep the door we have.
Really?
You're not there.
They said they'll keep it, sir.
I only heard one of them say they'll keep it. The other looks... You'll keep it.
Oh, shoot. All right. Emmet will open door number 1. Behind door number 1, Thrak is...
So, there are actually 2 doors to door number 1. The first is the garage door sort of thing that he opens up. The second is cage, actually, like bars. And behind it are a bunch of what look like frenzying vampires. All right, behind door number 1 was the boner. That's right, a special pack of shovel-headed vampires who you had to deal with. But luckily, you didn't choose door number 1. You chose door number 3. And behind door number 3, we have, please, Emmet, open the door! Vivian Lee and what the hell was her name, the Malkavian? Both of whom are currently passed out.
Lily?
Lola.
Lola, the Malkavian, who we captured after she got a little run-in with Section 32, and then we had a little run-in with Section 32, and then we found a new vampire friend. But she can be yours. It's also the exit. Thank you for playing.
As Emmet opens door number 3, one of the frenzied vampires manages to grab him and pull him up against the cage to door number 1. Emmet starts screaming. Help! Help! Mr. Hubris! One of them got me! Help!
Andrew,
You
remember
should-
when I said there's a time to unleash your fury? If you wish, now's the time.
And do what? What do you suggest?
Whatever you wish.
I think he's suffering enough. I don't intend to
Perfect.
help him for certain.
Then we should leave.
Agreed.
After it looks like you're going to leave him to his fate, he begins laughing. Damn it, Mr. Hubris, they're too smart. And Emmet will just pull gently away from the vampire and then unlatch the door and run through door number 3, closing it behind him.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. I was hoping they would take the bait on that one, but they didn't. You're too smart for us. Congratulations to Adler and Celine for winning tonight's contest. This has been a special presentation of Belmont Hubris and Emmet Sneed, your partners in broadcasting. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by Delwood Oleomargarine, only the finest in buttery spreads for your growing child. Find it at a fine Safeway near you. Thanks again, everyone, for watching, and have a great night. And then behind Vivian and Lola is a door.
I thought you said my last name was Stubbs.
I don't care what your last name is.
Okay, I don't either then.
I like Sneed. You don't like Sneed?
Fine with Sneed.
It was Stubbs.
It was Stubbs,
So
that's
what,
correct.
What are Calvin and Ivan?
And then we cut back to Calvin and Ivan. You hear all of this. It's over the entire PA system. And as you do, all the lights turn on throughout the whole thing. And there are a number of barriers that were around behind you, and they all raise up. And you see a fire exit.
Shall we, Calvin?
Do you know where he is right now?
Looking around.
Like limping.
Wits awareness.
I'm looking to see if I can spot him too.
Does Audrey see Calvin and Ivan? Like, do we have a clear field now?
No, they are in a separate room from you all. You were in an actual studio. No, you do not see him. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No.
That's a lot of dice.
All specs.
Yeah.
You said wits awareness?
Yeah, wits awareness.
You would hear a stomp, shuffle, the gait of someone who perhaps is slightly limping, running away from where you are.
Nah.
Do I have a direction or
North, heading towards an exit.
the ghoul?
But also above you.
Oh, he's up there. You might want to get one of your people on that.
What happens next?
Over to the other two.
Celine wants to check on Vivian Leigh and make sure she's...
Other than sleeping and cut to shit, she appears to be alive.
Then I'll move over in that direction too. Is that one table on fire?
It was. It's not anymore. It's consumed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then there is a pack of shovel heads.
Yes. Behind a cage, there are 12 or so shovel-headed vampires. By shovelhead, for those of you who don't know, if you've never played against Sabbat, essentially what Sabbat do is they mass embrace, bury, and then allow to rise the next night without having fed them at all. A pack of vampires who they then sick on things. They tend to be frenzying, and they are colloquially known as shovelheads.
Lies and slanderous propaganda from the Camarilla.
Yeah, they're never a thing that the Sabbat actually do. That's why they didn't actually appear in this game. That's why they're not there. They're not a thing.
Except
They're not appearing in this film.
Except they did appear in this, and they do actually do that. That is correct.
I'm actually going to grab the sword then.
Okay. It's a prop sword. Like,
It's better than nothing,
yep.
which is what I currently carry.
Yeah.
Next time I'm bringing the goddamn Tommy gun.
I did like the beginning of the evening where you're like, we probably won't need the Tommy gun, and I giggled inside.
Me too.
Now we know where Calvin's XP is going to go.
So, Kelvin, you made your way over to the amphitheater where Audra and Selena are, is that correct?
Yeah.
So did I.
Limping the whole way, just like bleeding from the leg.
Yeah, they're standing over a couple of bodies, both of whom, well, one appears to be dead because they are technically dead, but the other one is Vivian Lee and appears to be alive.
Who are these?
Bye, Ivan.
Hmm?
Goodbye.
No. Do you remember what you said a little bit ago, Calvin?
The thing you didn't respond to?
favor. Oh, no, I said I accept.
Did you? To be honest, I don't remember, but yeah. Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, I will be taking them and I'll be leaving. Thank you very much.
No, you won't.
Oh, so you break your word now?
Yes, easily. And I'll swing at him.
Okay. So we have a rule within the game that everyone has to agree on PvP between games.
I'm probably a little far away and very bad at this.
Yes. But so I need the okay of every person here for this to move forward. Otherwise, I will find a narrative way to make it not move forward.
I'm cool either way. If you want me to dial it back, I can dial it back.
Well, let's see what other people say.
Yeah.
Leona, how do you feel about
see
it?
that coming.
And that's why we have this rule, right?
Before I say yes, Ivan is trying to take whom?
Vivian Lee and Lola.
After making it clear that Calvin offered him a boon,
Yeah, let me
and
think.
now Calvin's breaking his word.
Yes.
If that means anything to, honorable vampire players or anything.
Regardless, it has to be unanimous. So
This-
if even one
Also-
person says no, it's a no.
This is also Calvin violating one of his tenets.
Yes, so take a strike against her humanity.
Yes, but this does mean he also hates Sabat.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, if I was any Camarilla player, I'd be like, there's no such thing as a boon to the Sabat. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Don't
that's-
even,
that's how Calvin
fucking,
feels.
like, what? Like, that's fucking, yeah. But no, I totally understand where Ivan is coming from as well. So, and I see why you guys are doing what you're doing. So, but it has to be unanimous for there to be any sort of PvP that could result in damage from one player character to another. That is the rule of this crossover.
So simple yay or nay, Leona.
I'm thinking.
Think faster, please.
Thinking.
Nerdy.
Yay.
Okay. Jack.
No.
Okay.
There we go.
Then it doesn't
Sorry.
matter. All right. So
Calvin just dropped falls.
No. I want
No?
you to take your swing, but here's what happens. As you do, what is the name? What is big? Not Benny? Is it Benny? Benny the fish?
Yep.
Yeah.
And who's Sergey? What's his name?
Long John.
Long John.
No, the Russian guy. Who's your buddy, Ivan?
Oh, Sebastian.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right.
So a couple of things happen simultaneously. Sebastian opens the exit door and looks at you and goes, "Sir, we got tipped off that you were here. Come on, quick, we're getting out of here now."
I'm
Is it,
right here.
Okay, do it then. Then you do, Sebastian.
is it strength or strength melee?
Yeah, it is strength melee.
Master, we have the door open. Please hurry up.
He does get a success. You can dex athletics, but you don't need to because you dodge out of the way. As suddenly you turn around as Sebastian opens the door.
So, yeah, Ivan is smart and knows when to get out of here and starts running away.
Okay.
And just parting comment, see who was honorable this entire time and who wasn't. Think about it.
And with that, we close the scene on Ivan. Thank you so much for playing with us tonight, Jack. Was
Thank
that
you, Jack.
fun? I hope you had fun.
Oh, it was a blast. Oh my
I
God,
had to
I loved
swing at
it.
you. I had
Okay.
to.
Oh, I could not be happier than you did. Thank you. Like, seriously,
welcome.
thank you.
No, because that's exactly how it would go for both people.
Oh, God, yes.
Thank you
There's-
for the
there's
follow,
no way you
Voice
didn't
Nikyle
expect
1.
I do want to be clear. There's no part of me that doesn't find that to have been an organic reaction.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that all made sense.
Oh, no, that was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
I love
Like I
playing
said,
with Jack. Jack's great.
Ivan could not be happier about how everything went tonight.
Cool.
Calvin could.
All
Calvin's having
right,
a
so
tough night.
Jack, you are free to hang out if you want to continue just being here. It's up to
Oh,
you.
yeah, tell him I'm going to hang out.
Okay, sweet. So we take the scene back to Celine, Calvin, and Audra standing over two downed allies. Well, one downed retainer and one downed ally.
And
Lola.
a big box of shovel heads.
And a big box of shovel heads two doors down from you.
Ugh, we need to get that cage outside.
And why don't you do that, Calvin?
Because I'm missing a calf.
Yeah, you do notice that his suit pant has like this giant rend in it, and where he would have a calf, you literally see bone.
Oh, shit. Here's a question.
Yes.
Is Vivian Lee blonde?
I don't know. Let's look. I actually don't know off the top of my
I
head
don't
if Vivian Lee's
remember.
blonde.
She might
Let's
be.
look. Vivian Lee. No, not Vivian Klein. I have a cat on my thing here. There we go. No, she's a brunette.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh fuck.
All
Are
right.
you into smexy brunettes?
No.
No.
Audra? Okay.
No.
All right. And we need to secure the site. We need to get backup, and we need to find and kill all the Sabbat very quickly. We know what one of them looks like now. He's a doctor. It's something. He got
He
so
looked
much
like a
more out-
priest.
He looked like a priest, but he kept talking about being a doctor.
That is true.
Priests get a doctorate of whatever the thingy.
He kept
Doctor-
offering to heal people.
It's a Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King, for example.
I don't think he's a faith healer.
I also would doubt that.
Calvin, state the plan one more time while I clear my head.
In order of importance, call for backup. Get these shovelheads where they will die. That's all I've got.
Is there a phone that I can see anywhere?
You're sure if you backtracked back to the offices at the front of the warehouse, there's probably a phone. Or warehouse, back at the front of the studio where all the offices are.
I hate Malkavians.
Audra, perhaps Von Lindy would like to know that we found Lola.
Yeah, I need to step away. And she'll go and find a phone.
Okay. You wind your way back through the shit that you went through, making your way to the large encased glass, walking around it because most of the hallways have been pulled up at this point, although the glass enclosure is still there, and making your way into the front hallway, and there is indeed a number of phones in those offices.
Audra kind of takes a moment for herself. She's chewing on something internally. And then she picks up the phone. And
Okay.
She calls Von Lindy. Is there any way she'd be able to call Silas and...
You can leave a message for them, but you know that they're out.
Yeah, well, she'll leave a message for them and basically just be like, shit's gone down. And tell them where they are at the moment, and that's kind of about it. And then she'll call Von Lindy after that.
Okay. Yeah. Who's this?
It's Audra.
Hey!
Shut up.
Wow!
She was very aggressive with Von Lindy last week as well.
I do like a strong dame.
Vaughn, did
What?
you learn nothing? Did you not hear my voice last time I was on the phone? I am not in a gaming mood.
What do you need, doll?
We found Lola, you useless idiot.
You know I technically outrank you, right?
I do not care right now.
I'm glad you found Lola. Can you bring her here?
I mean, is that what... I'm assuming that's what we're doing, right?
I don't know. You can make decisions. Calvin's not there. You got to talk to him.
Fine, we will bring Lola to you.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Hold on a minute. There's a bunch of shovelheads here. We need backup.
Well, you all don't seem like the type who are quite...
No, they're not ours, obviously.
I know they're not yours. I mean to take them out even. How many are there?
How many did you say there were? 10?
Like 10 or 12, yeah.
10 to 12.
Yeah, so if you give me an address, I will send my boys up to take care of it. And if you just leave Lola there, I'm sure she'll be fine. No, you know what? You should take her with you. That sounds irresponsible. You, take her with you. Drop her off at my offices, and I'll send a team up to deal with those shovelheads he has.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
She'll obviously give him an address.
Lot 15 RKO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lot 15 RKO. Interesting. What is it with you all and going on to... no one knows that you're the ones who burned down the Warner Brothers studio. That's right. Okay, so never mind that. Yeah. All right, so we'll send some people over there in Burbank, eh? Yeah, we'll send some people right over. They'll be over in about 35 minutes.
Fine. She'll just hang up the phone. 0 fucks left to give.
0 fucks. What happens next?
Calvin's just angry.
Well, this was a mess. Where did this message of a parlay come from, Calvin?
I'll find out.
Please do.
Audra's gonna go back to the group. There's no way for us to find the people that orchestrated this. They're probably long gone.
Bubbling, humble bunches and Emily Smith. What was his name? I don't remember.
You want to know their names?
I know. It's Emmet Smollett.
Okay. Yeah.
I have notes. Not those kind of notes. It's Emmet Stubbs and Belmont Hubris, who I called humble and he didn't catch it, and I feel good about that.
At least we have names.
And Ivan, who offered to heal people.
He also, just FYI, you guys remember this. They called him the Zim.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The Zamisi who offered to heal people.
Yeah. Like, he gave each of your clans.
Yeah. But not last names.
Von Lindy is sending people here. We have been told to take Lola with us.
We're taking Vivian Lee as well.
Of course. I didn't mention Vivian Lee. It didn't seem relevant.
That's a great move. Good thinking. Thank you for that. Also well played. I would have gone for the fingers, really. I would have.
Calvin, shut up.
No, keep going.
Calvin's got nothing left.
We should leave.
It is easy enough to get your car, if you choose to leave. With Lola and Vivian.
Yeah, we're getting out of here.
Where are you heading?
Audra did say we would take Lola to Von Lindy. We should probably do that.
Yeah, I think Lola is of any use to us at this point.
Here, when Lola wakes up, if Lola wakes up hungry, we don't exactly have the resources to feed her tonight.
Yes. It's a quick drive down to Long Beach. It takes about a half an hour, skirting around downtown. You make your way down there, and one of Von Lindy's ghouls is there to pick up Lola. You drop her off with ease.
Can I get, like, the extra suit I've started keeping in the back of the limo?
And you may, of course, change into the extra suit you've kept in the back. That makes total sense.
Yeah. God, we all smell like Dalewood oleomargarine.
And blood.
And blood.
Yes. Why do you love this stuff?
Bruce, did that case ever come through? I think it's
Of
only
margarine? It's only been a few days, sir. I'm sure it'll come through.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that company and bankrupt it.
We should return to the club.
I am pulling up some notes really quick. As you make your way back to the club, it is again difficult to make it into downtown. You also see a pillar of fire kind of off to the east of where you are. There was apparently some sort of gas main explosion or something down over that way this evening as well. But you had your own problems to deal with. And as you make your way back, sitting inside Viendoro is, I want to make sure I have the right name. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. You've met her before, actually. She is a member of the Tremere, named Hyacinth Angevin. She is sitting inside Viendoro, currently waiting for you.
Hyacinth,
Just on
it's a
the
pleasure.
public floor. Yeah. Well, hello. How are you all this evening?
Horrible.
You look a bit rough.
What brings you?
Well, I bring news.
Mm-hmm.
But if you need to get re-comfortable.
I might have something I need to ask you some questions about in a moment. I'm glad you're here. I was considering calling you soon.
Yes.
But you go first.
She pulls a letter out of her, she's kind of wearing like a lady's suit jacket, and hands it to Audra. This is from your grandsire.
What are you saying?
It's
The letter is for you. Please read it.
I see. And she'll take it and read it.
And it says, My dear Audra, I have been called back to London. I do not choose to go willingly. But I and Lucille are taking a new journey, one that will give me more responsibility, but it means I will no longer be the Prince of Los Angeles. It gives me great pain that I was not able to say goodbye to you in person. Hyacinth has been a good friend to the clan and will continue being a good friend and will do so for you. You are a brilliant young vampire who needs to find a place to step up for their own. Los Angeles is an open city, but to you, I gift the Regency of Beverly Hills in UCLA along with your uncle, Captain Grant, and his Marischal. My personal domains within Beverly Hills and UCLA are now your personal domains. How you choose to run them is up to you, but I'm sure you will be amazing. I do expect Don Sebastian to raise his head again. Do not give him any opportunity to steal what is yours. You are Ventru. You have earned this. You have a strong coterie around you who has already proven themselves to be good friends. Lean on them. Trust them. I miss you. And your first availability. Please do come to London and visit. I wish you all the best. It's time to make a name for yourself. With all love, Amelia Landerhaven.
Can Calvin be like behind her reading this?
No, unless
Okay.
she lets you.
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Although you do see the reaction.
Do you need a moment?
Yes.
Hyacinth? What do you know about ghosts?
I know a little about ghosts. Not a lot, but enough.
Would you like to meet one?
Depends. What kind of ghost is it?
It's sad.
I mean, most ghosts are dead, and they're kind of sad to begin with.
Please come upstairs. Well, and Audra, please join us when you're ready.
Oh, yes, of course. I have some additional things I need to talk to you about once Audrey is ready. I am aware of the contents of the letter, but it is up to her to make the choices she needs to make at this point. So yes, please show me the statue, if you don't mind. Did you say statue? I'm sorry, did I?
I did not say
No.
statue.
Okay,
so that
please
means, okay.
show
Just
me
making sure.
this ghost, if you don't mind.
And I'll take her upstairs.
Okay. This is interesting. And you see her pierce her finger and taste her own blood and like start doing this with it between her fingers. And then she goes like this, and there's a web of light. And then she does it again, and there's 2 webs of light. And then she does it again, and there's 4, 8, 12. And then she looks through it at the statue. Who did you get this from?
Why?
This is not a sort of thaumaturgy that is known to me. This is not of a sorcerous nature, but it has a distinctively undead vibe to it. I don't know any other way to put that. It is not of us, but is of us.
I think it being a jade Buddha might be fairly obvious.
It's from Ming.
It belongs to Ming, and I have merely liberated it from customs.
Are you planning on returning it to her?
As a favor, I believe Ming will be receiving the statue more quickly if some information is brought to us.
Ah, excellent. Smart move.
Otherwise, it might end up back with the others.
There is a spirit in there, and I can tell you that it is hungry. That its sadness comes both from its being shackled into this thing and due to its... It hungers for emotion more than anything else. It feeds off high emotion. Could be happiness, could be despair, but it feeds off the heights of things. And the more emotional something is, the more food it takes from it.
Do you think it's possible that the high emotions of our sheriff could be related to ghosts?
I do not.
Okay.
I feel that I have a good operating theory on that.
Yes, I believe, yes. Alexander informed me, and it sounds quite interesting.
Yes.
Ah, boy. Lily of the Valley, interesting?
I'm sorry, what?
An interesting place?
Oh, it's its own Nosferatu haunt.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. No one would tell me, but if it's a Nosferatu hunt, then yes.
Yes, absolutely. It is. Why do you ask?
That would also be why all my living resources had such trouble finding it. So, you remember the staked gentleman on the wall?
Yes, I do. Indeed.
He was sending out messages using the flower shop's business cards.
That is fascinating.
It is.
What do you think that means?
I have no idea. I was hoping you would.
I don't. I know that Regina used to use that area as an old meeting spot. We met there once I can tell you that we met there once. And that it is my assumption that, they're Nosferatu, they could probably move these things around a bit. I've only met with her in that location once, and I've met with her multiple times. But it is one of the places where we have traded information in the past.
So if someone else were there, they could have grabbed a card from there.
Absolutely.
Oh, also, I show her the rose petal. I'm like, there's nothing special about this petal, correct?
No.
I figured as much.
Yes. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. So how's things in, I was going to say Blood World, but Tremere World?
Keep in mind, you also have a box full of ashes here.
Oh, that's true. But that's not my box of ashes. So
that is
I'm
true.
Not going to bring that
Well,
up.
incidentally, Audra's going to probably walk in now that she's had a moment for herself.
Ah, good. You're here.
Box of ashes. Yeah.
So. And Hyacinth looks at you expectantly.
I don't know where to begin.
Should you tell your friends?
She'll just hand them the letter. She's out of words.
I'm gonna. Celine, would you care to? And I'm gonna. The whole.
Entire day has been an absolute nightmare. And that's all she's gonna say.
Audra,
Calvin,
are you ready?
do I have a choice?
You could run and let the city burn.
Never.
Thank you. Aren't you glad you didn't become keeper?
If you say one more word, Calvin, I swear.
Well,
Don't.
at the moment, you don't have a regency so much as you have a piece of paper.
It's time
And-
to.
Go ahead.
And so what? I have a piece of paper. That
For the
says-
moment, you have the allegiance of the Tremere. Because your grandmother, well, I owe a life boon to her. And Roderick doesn't care too much about the affairs of the city and leaves most of it to me. He lives in a little haunted house. Well, he pretends to live in a haunted house. He likes to scare people with it. And leaves most of the shattery business to, those of us who can focus. So, the Tremere is at your side.
I can rally the Ventru.
Then
Can
do
you?
it.
I can help rally the Ventru, I should say.
The core concern at the moment, and looks at Celine, is the return of Don Sebastian. The return of Christopher Horton. A schism in the city at this moment. Here is my thought. There is no reason to declare yourself prince.
No.
You own two of the wealthiest. By right, your coterie owns downtown LA now. By right, you own Beverly Hills and UCLA. To be taken from you, they must be taken by force or by political machination, and you have me and those who I can rally to me. And you also have your uncle. I know you haven't spoken much since you've been here together, but I imagine he would make a doughty sheriff. I also have a present for each of you.
Oh,
And she pulls out 5 toothpicks.
No more presents. Oh God, what is this now?
This is proof against a stake to the heart. Keep this under your tongue. And the first time someone would successfully penetrate your chest with a wooden object meant to stake, it will fail. Now, the second time they do it, you're up a shit creek. But it gets you out of at least the first one. Keep it under your tongue at all times. And she will show you one in her mouth, too, and put it back under her tongue.
Deflection of the wooden doom.
Deflection of the wooden doom!
I thank you so much for this.
Mind looking at a
course.
particular wooden box for me?
Of course.
And she'll show her the box with the dragon ashes.
It's vampire ash.
Can you tell me more?
Yes, I think so. Do you have a cup? Preferably either crystal or, if I could hope for it, gold. Gold cup.
I'm rather sure our luxurious club has a gold cup somewhere.
Ignis.
Remember, she couldn't make it in tonight.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Damn it.
We do have luxury goods in the Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, excellent. You do have a gold cup. Look at that. She takes into the palm of her hand some of the ash, places in the cup, and then you see her cut open her own wrist and place blood in the cup. And she stirs it. She starts incanting over top of it. It takes about 10 minutes, and then she drinks the draft that she's created. Well, that's disappointing. I guess from a certain perspective.
Go on. Care to explain? What is it?
Well, looks at Celine.
Celine, would you give us the room, please?
No. It's your sire, dear. And then you suddenly remember where you've seen that ring before.
Slim just turns and leaves the room then.
What? Wait, that's Flicker?
It was.
But Flicker was at the Elysium.
Indeed.
Oh, no.
So Flicker is dead. The current sheriff is insane.
We have lost contact with the current sheriff. We are not sure if they are currently even in the city at this point.
Then we will assume that they are not in the city.
We will pray they are not in the city.
We will.
But this means our power structures are destroyed.
Completely, yes.
I'm not declaring myself prince,
No.
but
I think that is a wise call, yes.
no, I know that.
Come on, do it.
No, but
Damn it, bartender, get out.
Sorry, sir.
He knows too much.
but it sounds like we need to gather our allies.
We need to find allies.
We need to find allies.
You know who would be extremely helpful right now?
Sable?
Yes.
And that is where we'll end the story for tonight.
Damn.
It was a good wink. It was a good wink. It was a good final, what's going to happen next week?
Oh, boy.
Oh, fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed tonight's game. I thought it was awesome, and I hope even in torturing the players, they had a good time. We have upended the apple cart here in our episode 7s for each of the games, as more and more of what's happened to the city has been revealed. So I hope that you all had a great time. We're about halfway through a Crusade of Thorns. Maybe a little bit more than halfway. We'll have a story. We don't exactly know where it's exactly going to end, but
shall we say end of Arc 1?
We're getting close to the end of Arc 1. Well, this is definitely the end of, like, Book 1. No, this is the end of Book 2, right? Because Book 1 was, like, that first 3-4 episodes, and now we're into, like, the rising tension, and this is kind of the inciting incident or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a fucking novelist. I don't know what any of that shit is. Xenix is the English teacher in the room. Anyways.
This is a great Book 2 ending, yeah.
I can go find one of my plot arc worksheets for you if you want.
You have everything you want, but it's terrible.
All right. Look at all the shit you have. I mean, literal shit.
Perhaps Chekhov's gun came into play.
All right. So let's go around and get reactions, thoughts, shout-outs, all that sort of good stuff from the team. Starting, I think we're going to save Otter for last because she got the bombshell. She got one of the 2 bombshells at the end of the game. So we'll actually start with Jack.
Hey everybody, I am CapJack or at Captain J Cross on the Twitters, and oh my god, that was fun. I've been working together with the Camarilla and being a voice of kindness and reason. He hasn't had any ulterior motives for that whatsoever.
Oh yeah, he was so sincere the whole time.
He was. That's the thing. See, Ivan doesn't need to lie. He just needs to show that he's better than you, because he is.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's entirely arrogant. But
I love it.
yeah, that was fun. And oh my God, Calvin's betrayal right at the end was the most perfect.
Oh yeah, he never intended to keep that.
Oh, I didn't expect to. It was beautiful that way. But yeah,
Awesome.
so Ivan did what he came to do and accomplished many things, and he has things to write down in a book later.
Oh no.
Excellent.
Put it in a
Calvin.
movie and I'll respect it. Yeah.
Kevin.
Fuck. Hi, I'm Kevin. Bisonic Kevin on Twitter. I need to talk about the Stink Razor this weekend, starting on the 23rd.
Right.
I'm going to bring that up too.
Yes, about our fundraiser between Thread Raiders and Welcome to the Party for our friend Alex, the Stink Rat, who's great and amazing and needs some help with some medical bills. I personally will be in a game of Capers run by So Maddie, and I'm looking so much forward to it on Saturday at 2. And then I will be in a game run by Mets Girl on Sunday at, I think it was 9 o'clock maybe.
It is 9 o'clock, yeah.
And that is going to be a blast as well. Please watch, donate if you can, and come on out. But yes, so this game was insane. I loved it. I love playing with Jack. Jack's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure,
I can't say
seriously.
enough about. I love your character is so very different from all of your other characters in a great way. I love it. Oh my god, I
Thank
can't.
you.
And now we have someone just handed us a pile of jewels that is currently on fire. Like, here's all the treasure.
Jesus, yep.
Gee, thanks.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Thanks, this is going to suck.
Thanks, I hate it. Literally.
Oh fuck. Oh, also now I've got 3 aggravated to get rid of over the next week.
What?
Just gonna be burning through blondes.
There are worse problems in this world.
I know.
That's,
Yeah.
That's the name of my ska cover band. Hey.
I was gonna say, is that a band name or a movie name?
Can it be a little bit of both?
Actually, one of the movies Calvin is working on is called Andy something's Blonde Trouble.
I love
It's
it.
a real movie. I forget
Yeah.
it, but yeah.
Cool.
Thank you so
Yeah. Zed.
Also, thank you, Zed, I should say, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zed,
yeah,
you
no-
did great
no
tonight.
problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Punch it.
Get out of
Yes.
here.
You'll have to come back to.
He's fine. Let him go. Tell him to stop hitting me.
All right, so that was a hell of a lot of fun. So bit of a reveal. Belmont Hubris is a character I used to play at LARP back in the day.
Did I do him vague justice?
Oh yeah, no,
Okay,
that
good.
was grand. Belmont Hubris, he was a game show host on channel 4.5, and he was primarily the host of You Bet Your Life. So this was grand, getting to do all of this. Emmet was a creation of this evening, but I'm quite happy with him.
Yeah.
I actually shared to Throck a cover of the Pinky and the Brain theme song, because that's what it felt like when we were kind of throwing some of this stuff together. I always have fun with you guys. I really like getting to come in and guest on a thing. This was kind of a lot of fun. I like interacting with players I haven't gotten to interact with. You guys all know your characters super well. Of course, I'm always happy to spend some extra time with Ivan / J-Cross. Yeah, this is great. Please watch the Sabat game. Behind me, by the way, is the Ductus in the Sabat game.
I was really mean. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was amazing.
It was a bestial takedown, and I was
Yeah.
yeah, please come by, check out the Sabat game on Saturdays at noon. Just a warning though, it is gorier, so like being with the animals, for example, we would have actually gone through that. I mean, we're not like, we don't like revel in disgustingness, but we just, well, but more specifically, we do not say no to it. Is I think more the deal there. But I mean, we revel a little. But yeah, it was good. This was a lot of fun. I'd be happy to come back at some point should that ever be a thing. But at the same time, I'm happy to let you guys sort of spin around in your little Skinner box there. So
Indeed. So, Soul, to be clear, they did see the explosion on their way back. It was just far enough away that it wasn't their explosion to be a part of. Let's do Nerdy.
Which explosion?
You would have had to watch the Anarch game yesterday to know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I see. I thought it was the fire from the other, but whatever.
No. Yeah, you're fine. There's so many bad things happening right now. Let's look Nerdy Teddy.
Hi, yes, I'm Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter, Nerdy Teddy. You can find me here usually about three times a week. Usually Mondays I run the Masks Aegis Shield of Earth game.
I love that game.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thursdays I am also in the Pokemon game and the Shadowrun game that alternate with it. And tonight was a wild ride.
Perfectly normal. Everything's fine.
Everything's okay.
This is fine.
Yeah, so I was just, and now from Celine's point of view, she's cut loose in a sea of sharks surrounded by Ventru.
Would you like to know what that's like?
Baby shark, no, sorry. It's Jack's fault.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Flicker to be in the box. That was
God.
The story's about you all, not about your parents.
That's true. I still wasn't expecting that, and Celine hates not being able to have a plan. And we're always stuck in situations where there's not much chance for a plan, and she's just sitting there angry about it. And then ends up in positions where she feels stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Which is fun. Yes, like now.
Hey, Throck.
Yes.
You know, since I'm here and
Yeah.
we've got like a sort of a half a Sabat game, and there was some pretty cool shit that went down.
Yeah.
You could always do roleplay nominations if you want.
Can we wait till after everyone does their debrief?
Yeah.
first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Come on.
We don't normally do noms, but it's fine. We can do nominations. Leona.
Hi, I'm Leona, aka the Lady Bedlam. You can find me on Twitter at the Lady Bedlam. I am also a mod on the Welcome to the Party Discord channel, and I'm working to put together, the proposal is submitted, a People of Color one-shot series. I'm hoping to create a space where people of color can get together, play together, one-shots. If you want to spin it off into a campaign, whatever you want. If you are a creator of color, you are welcome at our table. Please bring your games. Let's showcase them. I'm just wanting to build a space where we can all really just, have a fun time and really foster this part of the community. So I'm hoping to get that going very soon. So please keep your eyes and ears open to Welcome to the Party for more information about that coming very, very soon. If you want to get involved, join our Discord and I can totally add you to the chat and you'll be able to hear all about it. So that is the big project that I am working on. Speaking of making spaces more intersectional. But oh god, y'all, that was something. That was something. Audra's a little bit of a mess right now. She hated every last bit of that because she felt utterly useless. So yeah, and there was salt rubbed in a bunch of wounds and all kinds of shit, and now her grandsire is gone, and her grandsire was the reason she came to LA in the first place, and it's a whole hot mess. So
welcome to the Hotel California.
Pretty much.
Oh, by the way, I believe in the sanctitude of merits. You have, I think, a 4-point Maula, right, with her?
Yes.
You will be refunded all of that XP to spend elsewhere.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that is actually a Chronicles of Darkness rule that I think is so good
Okay.
that I'm going to be using it with you all.
We'll figure the mechanics of that out later.
Yeah.
But
It's easy peasy. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, there's a lot on Audra's mind at the moment. Yeah, that was absolutely bananas. It was literally a thanks I hate it game in the best ways possible. And yeah, I think that about sums up my thoughts. That was a lot of fun.
Nice.
And thank you. And before I go, thank you, Zed, and thank you, Jack. Thank you. Y'all were amazing, and I'm really glad we got to do this because it's something that, yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I'm glad we did this.
Sweet. So before I do my debrief, the Sabbat game has a nomination process where somebody gets an extra point of XP for roleplay. So between the four of you, if you want to pop up and say who you think should get an extra XP for roleplay tonight, you should.
And
My
for what?
nomination would go to Kevin for playing Calvin like perfectly. God, I thought Ivan was an arrogant ass. they worked so well together that way.
No.
It was the Arrogance Olympics.
Can I have the two of them deadpanning for the rest of this game? Like, please, I just need more of that. It was
It would not survive more than like an hour.
no, but the salt was real good. Okay, I will give my nomination to Jack because that was awesome. Yeah.
It's close. I think I'd have to give it to Kevin for the betrayal, though.
Yeah. Okay. And Kevin, you had a nom to give to someone?
I'm a little torn because like Jack did an amazing job, and I think Leona played Audra perfectly as well in a situation she absolutely despised, and you played that fantastically.
Do the ST normally give a nom as well, Zed?
I usually do.
Okay, yeah, mine goes to Leona. I think you came out of your character shell in a big way tonight.
Oh yeah.
And I also think that your reaction to the letter looked incredibly authentic. Like I thought you were actually crying. And that was a big deal for me. And that was awesome. I think you were awesome.
Wait, you weren't actually crying?
No, I kept putting in chat, I'm good, nobody panic.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that everyone knew. Like she was like, "I'm cool." I'm
I had multiple check-ins throughout the course of the night from people being like, "Are you good?" So that was really cool as a player, just to have people kind of freaking out. And I was good the whole time, y'all. Thank you.
On the one hand, props to you then for faking me out, but on the other hand, I'm a little disappointed. I like making my players cry. The personal goal of mine.
We'll do it. Come back again.
Okay. I loved a lot of things. I particularly enjoyed the fact that both Jack and Kevin got super sweet moments where they went, hmm? And in both cases, with the just moments from each of you, perpetuated your character's focus. But I actually want to call out. I really appreciated Teddy as Celine figuring out what the fuck to do with the shoes, and then eventually just the sort of the dejected acceptance of like, nope, that is over. Okay,
I can at least save my shoes.
Okay, so we've got a 4-way tie, and we're just going to give everybody an extra XP tonight. Yeah, and that's what I figured was going to happen anyways, because, we're all so great, we love each other. Yeah, so everybody's going to get an extra XP, y'all get 6, it'll be great. Ivan, you get 1, congratulations.
You get 2 total.
Okay. So my thoughts on this evening was this was a collaboration game. I'm like, I wanted to do something different. I was like, what am I going to do having only 3 of the characters here? I knew how I wanted to end the night, and we got there. And then I was talking to Zed, and then Ivan, Jack is like, hey, can I be in your thing? Which immediately sparked off, oh my God, I want to use Belmont Hubris to do a game show, right? And that seems like the best possible way to have you all in the same place at the same time. And so the conceit for the evening, the structure of the evening was mine. Zed did Zed's, Belmont Hubris is Zed's. The other guy, what was his name? Emmet is Zed's. The Dalewood trap room was Death by Mages. So this was a collaboration. The doors at the end were kind of a me and Zed thing. So like three of us all worked together to like make tonight's game happen. And I was just very happy with the way it worked. I wanted so badly to have Calvin and Ivan in a scene together. Like it's shipping is the wrong word, but I needed, like, the reason I picked you two to be on the same team is because I knew that it would be like I said, the arrogance Olympics, right? And then because Otter and Celine had both wanted the same position, I thought that would be super awkward, although you two worked way better together than Ivan and Calvin did. And so, congratulations on that. And like made some decisive fucking decisions about like eating grossness. I respect that. And so, yeah, I had a great time tonight. And we got to turn over the apple cart at the end, which was pretty awesome. And successfully, without anyone dying, have our first game crossover. And so I think all of that worked really, really well. And so I just want to thank Zed and all four of you for being awesome and amazing tonight and just making this great. So with that, a few announcements before we head out for the game. We're going to rate our friend Soul Bear RPG. But first up, check out the Sabat game on Sunday at noon Eastern. Saturday at noon Eastern, where you can find more Ivan, more Zed, and more of their amazing folk within the Sabat game who are doing super gross stuff, but in a fun, gamey way. And next up, Sunday, we have a special schedule. That schedule is our Stink Razor. From noon to midnight, we'll be running 4 3-hour D&D 5e one-shots. I will be running an all-kobold game from noon to 3. Then we will have a Steven Universe D&D 5e hack from 3 to 6. I don't know, because you never read the fucking Discord. That's probably how you missed it.
That's my downfall. Sunday is my teaching work day, though. Yeah. I really couldn't. But I will have it up, and I will be watching it, and I will be excited.
Okay. And then from 6 to 9, we have a D&D 3.5 mini one-shot that's actually part of a campaign, but they're doing a separate single game for the Stink Razor. And then from 9 to midnight, another... all three of our games, maybe all four of the games, are actually home-written one-shots. On Sunday, which is super cool. My Kobold game I wrote. I know the Steven Universe thing I'm sure Michi wrote. And then, of course, Bardock writes all his own stuff. And then I know Met's Girl, who's running the 9 to Midnight, wrote hers as well for a 5e game that has a really awesome name that I can't remember right now. So come and check that out. And then, of course, on Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, you can find the Anarch game. Over on Soul Bear RPG. So I just wanted to say thank you all so much for hanging out. Join us for the Stink Razor on Sunday. Join us for Sabat on Saturday. Join us over at Soul Bear RPG on Tuesday. We're having a great time. We're hitting over 100 views on our VODs at this point. Each and every one of our last 3 episode VODs have hit over 100 views. And that's huge for us, and we don't see that with any of our games. So we love the support. We love you guys hanging out, making chat awesome. And thank you so much. And with that, we're going to go raid Soul Bear.
Did you talk about what you do?
Oh, hi. I'm Sean, also known as Thrak. I am the co-founder here at Welcome to the Party. I am currently writing, along with Zed and Soul and Death by Mage, the Vampire Noir book that we are using to base all of this off of, which includes all of the Sabat rules you're seeing, and then a bunch of other stuff as well, including like rules for Ravnos and all sorts of fun stuff. You can see a taste of each for free down in the clicky link there. And then I am also beginning writing a new book, which I'm very excited about, which will be a Chronicles of Darkness Mage Noir book. And we will be doing a chronicle of that, which is actually the second in this X of Darkness trilogy. This first one being Vampire 5e. The second one is Mage, The Awakening 2nd Edition. And the third one will be, I think this is the first time I'm saying it, it will be Changeling in Jazz Age, New York City. And so we are going to do... Yeah, those are the 3 books I've always wanted to write for Chronicles of Darkness. And being that I now work for myself and will soon be homeless, I have nothing better to do. So I am going to write these books and finish them. So that's where we're at. It's totally Changeling the Lost. Changeling the Lost. Changeling the Dreaming. I don't like it, and we can have a conversation about that at some point. Changeling the Lost is a shit, and I love it. It is like, oh my god, it's so good. It's absolutely Changeling the Lost. So you will see Mage in the spring, and that will probably run through summer. And then you will see Changeling in the fall, and that will probably run through the winter. Our mage game will be set in London in 1888. It is a Jack the Ripper will be part of it, but not what it's all about. And it's going to be super, super fun. And we'll be starting that the immediate Wednesday after Crusade of Thorns ends. So it's going to be great. And I think you're going to love the people who are in it. A lot of them you've already seen in this game, and it's going to be awesome. So with that, now, that's who I am. Oh, I also run a Warhammer Fantasy game at 1 p.m. on Sundays. I'm on the Greyhawk channel Mondays at 8:30 running an Against the Giants campaign. And then, what else do I do? This, right. Okay, oh yeah, and Dragon Heist, which is now turning into Tomb of Annihilation on Fridays at 9 p.m. Okay, that's it. I love you all. We're going now. Bye. Raid.
Bye.
Soul Bear. Not Soul Ear. Soul Bear. RPG.
Rock
There we go.
doesn't take days off.
Nope. Invalid
Too awesome to
username,
quit.
Soul Bear RPG. / raid. Soul Bear RPG. There we go.
Need,
All right.
cool.
Rage!
Rage.
All right. Yeah, everybody wave bye. We're going to get the fuck out of here once the thingy goes. And I need to see us on the wait, where's the thingy? I'm going to go over here and do this. Okay. Nope, not yet. Oh, yeah, we're waving. Okay, bye. Oh, let's do that. Okay. Yeah.